Fans, this is Corvallis head coach Brooke Knight. Just as a reminder, for your own personal safety, please be aware that a ball or bat may leave the playing field at any time and enter the spectator areas. Please pay attention while you're enjoying the game. Thank you.
To meet you, to watch you play. Congratulations on your game last night and the win. I can't believe this, but you're telling me that was the first time you've ever played a game here?
Yeah, it was. I've done, growing up, I did but this is the first actual game I got to play here, which was like super cool experience.
Eli, tell me about what this place a long time, kind of playing for him someday. But take us through your early years and how excited you are for the opportunity.
Yeah. Well, both my parents went here, so I've been going to games here since since as long as I can remember. So it's just super cool to be able to have the opportunity to play here. It's been my dream school. Ever since I realized I wanted to play college baseball about middle school, and ever since then I was like, oh, I got to go to Oregon State. I was following them. My 8th grade year is when we won the national championship, and so that was just super special to watch. And then a couple years later to be able to commit here was just a dream come true.
Eli Kendall, my guest. Eli, that team, that 18 team that you're referring to, and even some of the other players the previous year and all of that, did you have a player or two or anybody in the program that you really admired and kind of tried to model yourself after a little bit?
Yeah, I think for me, I really liked watching Grenier play, just the swagger and attitude he had, and then just the raw power of Larnick, watching him, that was so fun. And I got to hit. I used to take lessons from Ryan Gorton in middle school, and so I'd go up there to hit up top, and Larnick would be up there, all those guys, Rush would be up there, and so it was super fun, getting to hit beside those guys. And I was just this little 8th grader, but yeah.
Did they ever talk to you at all about, hey, you're going to be a Beaver someday, or even say, hey, the stroke, try this, try that? Was there any interaction like that?
Maybe not necessarily technical stuff with my swing, but just hey kid, swing looks good, and just even saying hi to me, when in that moment was really special to me. They noticed me,
Yeah.
But definitely Ryan Gordon, he told me way a long time ago when I first started working with him. He's like, you got a shot, you can play here, and so just you keep working at it.
I read a story, a couple of them, about you, that all the work that you and your dad have put in together. Tell me about that relationship and all the hours in the cage, etc.
Yeah, that's been pretty special. Having so my dad's a farmer, and so having that land in the barns. And he's in there with me 6 days a week. We're in there all the time. He's always making time for me. And so it's been pretty cool. He didn't play college baseball or anything like that. He was more of a football guy. But he's always supported me in my baseball dreams, and gave me the best opportunities that I can.
Eli, you were a football guy, though, too, and won a state championship at Sandy M. Christian, so you love that, too. But at some point, did you feel like life was requiring you to make a decision as to kind of which to specialize in? How did that process go?
Yeah, definitely. I love football, and especially like after my sophomore year, we won the state championship, and so like when you win a championship, like you're like, oh, like this is the best thing ever. But then, just when baseball season would come around, I would realize like that's really what I loved, and that's like I have like God gave me the athleticism to be able to do both, but I think especially to do baseball, and so that's kind of just where I felt led to go.
Last couple of things. The program at Sandy M. Christian and Coach Nosak and the program there, how helpful was that? And I've seen Jeff Hendricks come through that program and excel here. So what about his path? Were you aware of it? And what kind of background did you get playing there?
Yeah, Sandy M. Christian is a pretty special. I think 600th win this year. And so it's just cool that like he's just a legendary coach, and to be able to play for him was like it was really special just because he has so much knowledge, and like I was still able to play with my friends at a small school, but get to like a really good baseball knowledge and stuff like that.
And the final thing then is watching you hit. I can see you can hit. What do you project as in your mind defensively? Are you a middle infielder? Where do you want to play ultimately?
Yeah, I believe I can play middle infield at the next level. But like tonight I'm in right field. I can play the outfield. So anywhere they will get me on the field, I'll play.
Eli, it's a real pleasure to meet you. Officially, I've heard a lot of good and great things about you, and I'm glad we get to spend a summer here and then next spring back at this ballpark. I look forward to it, Eli. Great to have you in this program and at Oregon State. Thanks for taking time.
Thank you very much. It's been a pleasure.
Eli Kendall, my guest on the pregame show. We've got the lineups coming up. The Knights in Yakima Valley on, of all things, another cool, cloudy Saturday in Corvallis. That's about what we're in for again tonight, but thanks for joining us. The sun is coming, they tell me, perhaps next week. Thanks for joining us on 1240 Joe Radio.
Downward Dog across from the Ocean campus is serving up cold drinks and tasty food on their sunny patio. Burgers like the Hangover Helper or Double Trouble. If you prefer, substitute a house-made veggie patty and enjoy appetizers, wraps, salads, and sandwiches. And breakfast is served until 2. The food at Downward Dog is made fresh from scratch and locally sourced whenever possible. And they specialize in mouth-watering handcrafted cocktails and thirst-quenching local microbrews. So stop by the Downward Dog today. Open 7 days a week from 10 a.m. until 10 p.m. on 23rd and Monroe across from the Ocean campus.
We set them up, you knock them down.
Tired of staying home? Are you ready to get out and enjoy an activity that is safe and fun? Join a summer league at Highland Bowl. Check out their league. Join us summer today. Highland Bowl, North 9th Street in Corvallis.
We set them up, you knock them down. Highland Bowl.
Show that special. Shop the Natty Dresser in downtown Albany for all those Father's Day gifts. Great summer shirts, slacks, shorts, and loads of accessories. Ties, belts, shoes, hats, socks, and a plethora of other gift items. Gift wrapping is always complimentary. The Natty Dresser, purveyors of quality menswear on 2nd and Broad Albany in the heart of historic downtown Albany. Dress well, be confident, find success.
1240 Joe Radio.
We welcome you back into Goff Stadium at Coleman Field. Game started at 7:01, scheduled to start at 7:05. A big difference in the overall scheme of things, so we missed the first batter, which Caden Siegel induced. Owen McWilliam hit a fly ball to our pregame show guest, Eli Kendall. Now Connor Corvallis at the plate, hits a pop foul towards the Yakima Valley dugout on the first base side. Tyler Quinn comes over and watches it land just at the front of the Yakima Valley dugout on the first base side. But a nice job by Caden Siegel getting the start. A young man who grew up in this ballpark. Delivers high and inside. And the count 1-2 to Connor Corvallis. Just getting started on another cool, cloudy evening in the Mid-Valley. We appreciate you joining us. The Corvallis Knights trying to go to 8-0 on the year. The 1-2 pitch is lifted to straightaway center. Logan Johnstone is right there to put that fly ball away. Caden Siegel doing a nice job pitching to contact. Young man out of Grant High School and now competing for Andy Peterson at Lynn Benton Community College. Has created a couple of quick outs with a fly ball to right and a fly ball to center. Jackson Reed, a left-handed hitter, steps in for Yakima Valley. And the first pitch from Caden, big leg kick, check swing foul by the left-hand hitting Reed. No balls and 1 strike. Jackson Reed out of Boise and plays at Seattle U from former Oregon State assistant Donnie Harrell. The strike 1 pitch from Caden misses high and away. 1-1 the count. Game 2 of this 3-game series will be with you at 5:05 tomorrow. Caden Siegel working quickly, delivers good breaking ball, a strike, and the count 1-2. Caden Siegel and Tyler Quinn, the battery for Corvallis. Kiko Romero at first, Xander Darby at second. Devon Dixon at short, Timo Becerra at third. Siegel's 1-2 fastball up and away, ball 2. 2-2 to Jackson Reed. Sam Olson on deck in the outfield. Ethan Lovelace in left, Logan Johnstone in center, Eli Kendall in right. Caden Siegel's 2-2 pitch swung on and fouled back by Jackson Reed. The count remains 2 balls and 2 strikes. Jackson Reed out of Seattle University started 10 games for Donnie Harrell. Hit .286, 3 homers, 7 runs batted in. Swings and lifts one to right. Eli Kendall moving in and now back a step or two to put that one away. Eli told me in our pregame conversation that, well, they've got me in right field tonight. He's played mainly middle infield in his days growing up, but handles 2 chances flawlessly in the outfield. And it's a good start for Caden Siegel and the Knights in their bid to go to 8-0 in this young 2022 season as they attempt to win their 6th consecutive West Coast League championship this summer. The Pippins go in order. We'll give you the Knights batting order when we return to Goss Stadium at Coleman Field. Yakima Valley nothing. The Knights coming up on 1240 Joe Radio.
Now's the time to get a great deal on proven Kubota farming equipment. Tractors that are adaptable and versatile, hay tools that are backed by a 2-year warranty, and durable sidekick utility vehicles and SSV skid steers. The Kubota agricultural lineup is built right and built ready. Right now, bring home select Kubota equipment for 0 down, 0% APR for up to 60 months. Now through June 30th, visit KubotaUSA.com for full details.
Your local Kubota dealer is Lynn Benton Tractor.
Does your financial advisor take the time to really listen to you? Is your financial strategy personalized for you and your family? Will your financial advisor be there as your life and financial situation change? Hi, I'm former Oregon State athlete Tim Ewis, your Corvallis Edward Jones financial advisor. When we work together, we'll focus on what's important to you. We'll use an established process to create a personalized financial strategy backed by the advice, tools, and resources to help you reach your goals. And we'll partner to help your strategy stay on track. Contact me today, 541-75.
Take me out to the Independent Auto Works. Take me out with the crowd. Buy me some peanuts or Cracker Jacks. Once I'm there, always wanna come back. Let me root for the home team. They always win, it's not a shame. The Volkswagen repair parts are just plain advice. Make Independent Auto Works part of your game.
Independent Auto Works, a proud sponsor of Knights, Mariners, and Beaver Baseball.
1240 Joe Radio.
Bottom of the first inning at Goss Stadium at Coleman Field. Caden Siegel retiring the Yakima Valley Pippins in order. And let's take a look at the Corvallis Knights starting lineup on this 18th of June, 2022. You wouldn't know it by the garb of the base coaches for the Corvallis Knights.
Brooke Knight in his 14th season, the West Coast League skipper non-pareil in his hoodie. Ed Nags over at first base has some sort of jacket on in a different color scheme altogether than what Brooke is wearing. It's a cool night again in Corvallis. I hear tell of maybe 77, 79 next week. The day it'll be Mirabile Dictu when we see 80 at some point in life again. The first pitch missing from the right-hander for the Yakima Valley Pippins, Blake Leverton, to Logan Johnstone, the left-handed hitter. The 1-0 pitch missing again for ball 2. 2-0 to Logan, leading things off for the Knights in the bottom of the first. No score. Logan hitting .375 on the young season. Blake Leverton back to the plate and misses again. Ball 3, 3-0. Leverton is a local kid in terms of the Yakima Valley Pippins organization out of West Valley High School in Yakima. Pitched in 10 ball games, 8 1/3 innings for Donnie Harrell at Seattle U this past spring. Leverton delivers a 3-0 pitch for a strike to Logan Johnstone. Blake works out of the stretch with nobody on, delivers the 3-1 fastball up and away for ball 4. Logan Johnstone drawing the leadoff walk, and that'll bring to the plate the designated hitter, Mason Lee. Johnstone over at first base, and Logan is a threat to run. Yesterday from the skipper, Brooke Knight. He said, we've got some guys that will run, and the Knights have been off to a good start in that category, averaging 3 stolen bases per game through 7, including 6 last night in the 5-3 series opening win. Leverton's first pitch missing high and away, ball 1 to Mason Lee, the right-hand hitting designated hitter. For the Knights, it's Logan Johnstone in center, Mason Lee in the 2-hole as the designated hitter. Kiko Romero returning after helping the Knights win it last summer. Kiko batting third at first base and headed for Chip Hale's program at the University of Arizona. The cleanup hitter at second base, Xander Darby. Eli Kendall, our pregame show guest, batting fifth in right field. Timo Becerra hitting sixth at third base. Becerra just wrapped up his sophomore campaign at Stanford. Batting seventh in left field, Ethan Lovelace. Devon Dixon hitting eighth at shortstop. Tyler Quinn batting ninth in catching. Tyler from Hawaii but plays up the road at Pacific University. And Caden Siegel has already put together a 1-2-3 inning on the hill for the Knights. 1-0 to Mason Lee. The pitch is off speed and up from Leverton. Ball 2, 2-0. Kiko Romero on deck. Yakima Valley at 3-8 in this young 2022 season. The Knights at 7-0. The 2-0 pitch is in there for a strike. I can tell by the stylistics of our home plate umpire that he bellows out the call before making an indication with the right arm. It is 2-1 to Mason Lee, a leadoff walk to Logan Johnstone, who goes on a hit and run, perfectly executed. A ground ball into right field. Hesitating at second was Johnstone. He was deked a little bit by the shortstop Corvallis, but took his turn and kept on coming, but he was at a complete stop at second, and on a hit and run to the right side. Brooke Knight is now in the aftermath going over how Logan should have understood that he had the free path to third and should not have been taken in by the histrionics of the shortstop Corvallis. Perfectly executed hit and run by Mason Lee. Johnstone going on the pitch. Mason hits behind the runner, the vacancy created when Marenko broke to cover. So first and third and nobody out for Kiko Romero. The left-handed hitter takes outside, ball 1, 1-0. Start by hit. He's at 214 with 4 runs batted in. Kiko had 3 RBIs last night. He takes just outside, and the count 2 balls and no strikes. Spencer Scott had the other 3 in the Knights' 6-3 win. I think I said 5-3. They won it 6-3, and Romero and Spencer split the runs batted in. Runners at the corners, nobody out. The 2-0 fastball from Leverton is high for ball 3, 3-0. The Knights with an excellent opportunity to get on the board quickly. a battery of Blake Lieberton and Sam Olson. Shane Simpson at first for the Pippins. Spencer Marenko at second. Connor Corvallis at short. Owen Cobb at third. Lieberton's 3-0 pitch is up and away to load him up. And that'll bring Xander Darby to the plate. Bases loaded and nobody out for Darby, who strides to the plate with a chance to get the Knights on the board. With nobody out, the sack's full for Xander. Darby 6'3", 195 out of UC Santa Barbara. Darby hitting .333, made his Knights debut last night, went 1 for 3. The base is full and nobody out. The right-hander Lieberton will work out of the stretch. The infield at double play depth, and his first pitch misses outside, and the head coach can wait no longer. Coach Crustangel on his way out. And I'm checking to see through the binoculars whether or not they will provide a vision into the bullpen and left to see whether there's activity already, because Lieberton really scuffling to find the zone. It's early, but there is a left-hander throwing. His number from here, but clearly Lieberton has come out of the gate slowly in terms of command, cannot find the strike zone. He's walked 2, allowed a hit-and-run base hit to right off of Mason Lee's bat on a 2-1 pitch. 1-0 to Darby. The Knights with a chance to jump out early again in their quest to go to 8-0 and take command of the South Division in the new look West Coast League here in the summer of 2022. The 1-0 pitch is in the turf. Ball 2, 2-0, with Eli Kendall on deck. We'll be back with you here tomorrow late afternoon at 5:05. Have Monday off. And then the Walla Walla Sweets in town for 3. The 2-0 pitch missing for ball 3. 3 balls and no strikes to Xander Darby, with the bases loaded and nobody out. Darby a pitch away from drawing a walk and getting a run batted in. And the 3-0 pitch is precisely that. Ball 4 and an RBI for Xander Darby. 1-0 Knights. Logan Johnstone down the line to score from third. The third walk in the inning yielded by Blake Lieberton, and Eli Kendall, the batter. The left-hander continuing to throw back of Lieberton. Eli Kendall really enjoyed the conversation with the Oregon State athlete-to-be. He takes outside ball 1, 1-0. Eli at .400 has scored 3 runs, has a homer, 2 runs batted in, 2 base hits in last night's ball game. At the plate with the bases loaded, nobody out, a run in. Swings and it's a ground ball, speared by Simpson. He steps on first, throws to the plate, not in time. Nice play by Simpson, taking an extra base hit away from Eli Kendall and a couple of RBIs. As it is, Eli gets 1 ribby on the play, but Shane Simpson with a diving stop to his left to take an extra base hit away from Eli. And on the out at first, unassisted, an RBI for Eli Kendall with Mason Lee coming in to score. Kiko Romero advancing to third. Xander Darby to second. Timo Becerra takes the first pitch for strike 1. 0-1 the count. The Knights leading 2-0, but it had a chance to really pop big. And now with a count of no balls and 1 strike and 1 out in the inning, Coach Crustangel instructs his infielders to play in against Becerra. David Ether, he swings and pounds 1 foul off his front foot, and he is here while Stanford is competing in the College World Series. Yes, they are. The Beavers coming up a little bit short in their bid to first time 2018. And the only other Pac-12 team, the only Pac-12 team in Omaha, the Stanford Cardinal, Timo Becerra part of it. Stanford, a powerful team, taking 117 home runs back to the College World Series. A relentless attack. The pitch to Becerra, foul back. Timo waiting for his opportunity. and hopes that a good summer here with the Knights will be a springboard into greater participation next year with the outstanding program on the farm. 0-2 to Becerra, the infield in. Simpson, Marenko, Corvallis, and Cobb all at the edge of the green on the field turf here at Goss. On a mostly cloudy, cool, and breezy evening, the Knights have scored 2, have a chance to bust it early. Romero at third, Darby at second. Breaking ball grounded to short. Breaking to the plate is Romero. The throw is on a hop and out at the plate. Kiko Romero from shortstop Connor Corvallis. And that's the second out of the inning. Romero comes up with a sheepish grin of sorts on his face, looking into the dugout for Yakima Valley. Not sure what it is that tickled his funny bone. He's thrown out at the plate, breaking on contact. And the shortstop, Corvallis, the West Coast Conference Defensive Player of the Year, made the right play coming home. And there are 2 outs. On the play, Darby advances to third. Becerra aboard on the fielder's choice. And Ethan Lovelace at the plate. The first pitch to Ethan misses high and away. For all of Blake Leverton's woes, and they have been many here in the bottom of the first, he is an out away from getting out of it cheaply enough and perhaps giving himself a chance to keep pitching tonight. The 1-0 fastball from Blake, down and in, ball 2, 2-0. 2-0 Knights. But an excellent play by Shane Simpson. A routine play, but well executed by Connor Corvallis with the infield pulled in. The Knights thus far have 2 on the board, but it could be much worse. Ground ball to second. Spencer Marenko up with it. Overhands to first base for the out on Lovelace. The inning is over. So the good news is the Knights get 2. The bad news is they had a chance to do a lot more damage. But a nice defensive play by Shane Simpson. The out at the plate recorded Connor Corvallis to Sam Olson, and the damage is limited. The Knights get 2 at the end of 1. Corvallis 2 and Yakima Valley nothing on 1240 Joe Radio.
Taste the incredible flavors of India at Evergreen Indian Restaurant. Enjoy delicious made-to-order Indian cuisine using traditional recipes and fresh ingredients, including a variety of entrees and tandoori specials. Evergreen Indian Restaurant is open for takeout orders from 11:30 to 2:30 p.m. and open for dine-in and takeout from 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. daily except Tuesdays. View the menu and order online at evergreenindianrestaurant.com on Southwest 3rd in downtown Corvallis and West 7th in Eugene. Evergreen Indian Restaurant.
If you've been putting off that home remodeling project but have finally decided to take a leap and get it done, Corvallis Floor Covering can help. Stop by and browse through their large showroom with a wide variety of carpet, laminate, tile, wood, and vinyl flooring and window coverings from all the popular brands. Corvallis Floor Covering is at the corner of 2nd and Van Buren downtown, or log on to corvallisfloorcovering.com. Shop local. Shop Corvallis Floor Covering. And go Beavs!
Do you ever experience headaches? Or how about back pain? Here at Horesco Chiropractic, we truly believe that everybody deserves to live a life without pain. Our doctors will get to the root of your condition and create a custom treatment plan to help you get back to living the best version of your life. Our patients often say how amazed they feel to live a life with less pain after they have experienced how effective chiropractic care is. Start on the journey of improved health by giving us a call today or visiting our website at horesco.com. Horesco Chiropractic in Corvallis. We really can make a world of difference for you.
1240 Joe Radio.
2-0 Knights as we go to the second inning. Caden Siegel staked to the 2-run lead, but indeed it could have been worse for Blake Leverton, who got out of it cheaply enough. Caden retired the side in order in the first. Comes back with a 1-1 pitch, a ground ball deflected by Siegel to the second baseman. The throw to first is in time from Xander Darby. 1-4-3. Sam Olson, the catcher, retired. That probably would have been a base hit for any number of players on the Yakima Valley roster. But Siegel did a nice job to deflect the ball back up the middle. That slowed it down and gave Darby a chance to move to his right and make the play. 1 out, nobody on. And that'll bring to the plate Owen Cobb, right-hand hitting third baseman. Siegel's breaking ball misses, ball 1-0. 2-0 Knights in the top of the second inning. 5:05 tomorrow. An off day Monday. Walla Walla in for 3 beginning Tuesday. Siegel works quickly, comes back with a fastball that misses up and in. 2 balls and no strikes to Owen Cobb. The 2-0 pitch from Caden. Fastball in there for a strike, and the count 2-1. Owen Cobb, a right-handed hitter. And he, too, a competitor at Stanford. Swings and grounds one to third, right at Timo Becerra, his Cardinal teammate. And Becerra throws across the diamond for out number 2. Caden Siegel doing a nice job. The young man is just simply throwing strikes, filling up the zone, pitching to contact, and getting outs. Well done. 2 away, and that will bring to the plate Aiden Van Rumsen, right-hand hitting third baseman. Van Rumsen takes down and away, ball 1, 1-0. Van Rumsen from Marysville and plays at the University of Oregon. The 1-0 pitch to Aiden, hooked foul towards the TNT Builders party deck, well out of play. 1 ball and 1 strike the count. Really impressed by what Caden Siegel is doing here early. He's working quickly. His breaking ball lifted to right field. Back on the ball goes Eli Kendall and Logan Johnstone. The ball carries to the base of the fence in the alley in right center, and indeed it carried. I'm not sure that the route to the ball, I thought Eli had a chance to get to it when it first left Van Rumsen's bat, but it does carry to the alley. And it's a 2-out, 2-bagger for Aiden Van Rumsen, which will bring Liam McCallum, the designated hitter, to the plate for Yakima Valley, trying to cut the Knights' lead in half. 2-0 Corvallis. Caden Siegel, who competed with Spencer Scott in the 2015 Little League World Series in Williamsport. The Oregon team representing, throws a first pitch down and in, ball 1, 1-0. Caden out of Grand High. In 1990, Caden went to Grant. He's now at LB. And as I said, has grown up around baseball and has been a presence in this ballpark throughout his life. And now pitching for the Corvallis Knights. It's a great family story. The 1-0 pitch from Caden misses down and in. Ball 2, 2-0 to Liam McCallum. The designated hitter trying to get the Pippins on the board. 2-0 Knights in the second. And a good decision here made by Kiko Romero with a ground ball getting to Xander Darby. They communicated well. Darby rushed to the ball. Kiko got to the bag. Communication the key there, because Romero, had he kept on extending to his right, would have put Caden in a tough position. So good communication on the diamond leads to out number 3. A 2-out double for Aiden Van Rumsen and nothing more for Yakima Valley. At the end of 1.5, the Knights 2 and Yakima Valley nothing on 1240 Joe Radio.
A drip, drip down the drain, or a leak you can't explain.
Whether it's residential or commercial service, Albin's Plumbing has been serving the local area with quality products and craftsmanship for over 40 years. At Albin's Plumbing, experience plus knowledge times teamwork equals exceptional customer service.
At Albin's Plumbing, plumbing's all we do. Call 754-8282, Albin's Plumbing.
Dave's Performance Hybrids is the Willamette Valley's Prius experts and your Toyota dealer alternative. Dave's is now offering hybrid battery warranty extension for every Prius. If your Prius has an original battery or was replaced somewhere else and has expired, invest in Dave's hybrid battery warranty extension before it fails and save 50% off the price of a 1 to 5 year warranty, including testing. Need an oil change? Get $20 off your next oil service at Dave's Performance Hybrids, off I-5 and Highway 20 in Albany, online at davesperformancehybrids.com.
It's
It's time for the pitchers to throw strikes and for the batters to deliver those clutch hits. It's time for Corvallis Knights baseball. Each year, the Knights look at this time as an opportunity to win another West Coast League championship. Just like a new season is an opportunity, so is getting recertified in first aid and CPR. It's an opportunity to practice your skills so you can be ready to help in an emergency. If it's that time for you, contact CPR Works at 541-760-70.
Radio.
We go to the bottom of the second inning. The Corvallis Knights leading Yakima Valley 2-0. The right-hander Blake Leverton out of the stretch comes to the plate. And the first pitch missing to, I believe, it says on the scoreboard Tyler Quinn. I believe it's Devon Dixon with Tyler on deck. The 1-0 pitch swung on and missed. 2-0 pitch, pardon me, and the count 2-1. And indeed, it is Devon Dixon at the plate. 2-1 the count. He swings and fouls one straight back. And the count to Devon Dixon with Tyler Quinn on deck and Logan Johnston to follow. Reads no balls and 2 strikes on the board. And in trying to ascertain the identity of the hitter, may have lost track of the count. My apologies. 2-0 Knights here in the second. Leverton delivers high and away. And I trust Glenda, who's very good at what she does in running the scoreboard. She tells me the count is 1-2. So thank you for that, Glenda. 1-2 to Devon Dixon. Tyler Quinn on deck. Dixon swings and lifts one foul toward the Omaha room. Into the stands she goes. And the ball caught up there on one bounce. Good crowd tonight using the Omaha room. And the count remains 1 ball and 2 strikes to Devon Dixon, leading things off for the Knights. Here in the bottom of the second inning, Devon off to a 2-22 start with 1 run batted in. Leverton already doing a better job in the inning, just simply attacking and getting into the strike zone. His breaking ball is popped up on the right side. Second baseman Spencer Marenko out a few steps, and Spencer reaches up to make the catch. A pretty nifty escape job by Blake Leverton last inning. He was in for a world of hurt, it appeared, not commanding the strike zone, bases loaded, nobody out. And found his way out with only 2 runs in. He walked a run in, and then an RBI ground out produced another. But he had a runner thrown out at the plate and got another ground ball to end the inning. And so the Knights settled for 2. And now the right-hander Blake Leverton goes to work on Tyler Quinn, who takes the first pitch outside, ball 1, 1-0. Interesting choice. The 1-0 pitch is low for ball 2 to Tyler. Tyler Quinn with 1 out and nobody on at the plate. And the Knights leading 2-0. Tyler off to an excellent start at 6 for 14 with 5 runs scored, has a triple and 2 RBIs. The 2-0 pitch to Tyler misses for ball 3, 3-0. Beginning to feel some sprinkles over the top, and that's going to require some fast action. The 3-0 pitch a strike, and the count 3-1. I've got a few towels here to protect, not me. I am of little consequence, but the equipment, very expensive, does matter and needs to be covered. So Blake and company inside listening on the live stream, if there's anything you can bring out this way to drape over the stuff. We were given some sense of assurance that we weren't going to get any rain tonight. And it's not raining, but I could feel something. We can't afford to have the equipment showered upon in any way. The 3-1 pitch fouled away, and the count 3-2 to Tyler Quinn. 2-0 Knights, bottom of the second inning. The 3-2 pitch hits Tyler Quinn, and he will trot down to first, getting hit by the breaking ball. Made no attempt to get out of the way, but doesn't have to. And it would have been ball 4 had the pitch been caught by Sam Olson anyway. Now, Coach Crust Angel who was not a happy camper last night over a couple of the calls, is coming out to remonstrate with the home plate umpire here about the call made by the arbiter, which was that the ball hit Tyler Quinn. That's a little bit bigger than, we'll see how, I'm hoping it's not necessary, Derek, but we'll have it here just in case. And if it starts raining any harder, we'll try to put that thing up in a hurry. But for now, I think we're good. The umpires will talk about, I think Crust Angel must be contending that Tyler Quinn stuck his left forearm into the path of the ball, that he simply didn't allow himself to be hit, that he put his arm directly into the path of the pitch intentionally. That he can't do. He can stand a la Kalijah and take the pitch. And now, with the umpires getting together and talking about it, it's Brooke Knight who is going to argue that his hitter, Tyler Quinn, has been robbed. Quinn is out on strikes, and he's being informed by the first base umpire now, son, you're out, that you stuck your arm in front of the pitch, and that constitutes strike 3. So Tyler Quinn is out on the 3-2 pitch, 2 down. And I'm feeling a few more drops coming in now, so we may need to do this. I hate canopies, but it may be the need. Let's go ahead and try this now, because Brooke's going to be on this for a little bit. Let's take a 60-second break, Garrett. How about that? We'll break 60 seconds. We'll try to get a canopy set up to avoid the rain. Back in 1 minute on 1240 Joe Radio.
For auto glass solutions, better call the glass man. Call 541-760-2277. Call the glass man.
Need your auto glass repaired or replaced? Need to recalibrate your advanced car safety system? Don't call that 800 number. Call the glass man.
For auto glass solutions, better call the glass man. Call 541-760-2277.
Purveyors of quality menswear on 2nd and Broad Albin in the heart of historic downtown Albany. Dress well, be confident, find success.
1240 Joe Radio.
Back at Goss Stadium at Coleman Field, Logan Johnstone, after the controversial strikeout of Tyler Quinn, hitting a pop foul on a fly on the left side, and the shortstop, Connor Corvallis, is right there to make the catch and retire the side. So as it turns out, the Knights go in order. Brooke Knight was none too happy about the call that went against him after Crust Angel got the change of the call to be made, indicating that Tyler Quinn had intentionally put his arm in front of the path of the pitch from Blake Leverton. So the Knights end up going down in order, and we are through 2. It remains the Knights 2 and Yakima Valley nothing on 1240 Joe Radio.
Are you healthcare, transportation, and 882? Veterans.
I just got home from a fishing trip to find that we had a new patio with pavers and everything. I told my wife I didn't want to do it. So she went ahead, put the plans together, and went to Philomath Rental, where she got all the tools she needed, and they showed her how to use the equipment. The patio looks great. Now she's planning more projects. Thank you, Philomath Rental.
Philomath Rental, next to Landmark Realty, 1.5 miles west of the Sunset Shopping Center. For tools and equipment for home, farm, and business, check out Philomath Rental.
If you feel you're overpaying on your taxes and you're not as profitable as you should be, you're not alone. At Tax and Wealth Management in Corvallis, they can help because that's what they do. They work with individuals and business owners to lower your taxes, increase your profit, and manage your cash flow. They provide bookkeeping and payroll services too. Give them a call at 541-753-4185. That's 753-4185. And get in the game. Tax and Wealth Management in Corvallis, your hometown tax team. And go Beavs!
1240 Joe Radio.
Top of the third inning, 2-0 Knights. Shane Simpson leading things off, left-hand hitting first baseman. No balls and 2 strikes. Caden back to the plate. Strike 2 pitch is strike 3 called. 1 away. The first strikeout for Caden Siegel, who has allowed just 1 base runner. It was a 2-out double last inning. He comes back to strike out Shane Simpson to open the third. Spencer Marenko will be the batter for Yakima Valley. Good pitch to Shane Simpson. Not able to pull the trigger. And a good job by young Caden Siegel, who kicks and delivers. Fastball low to Spencer, ball 1, 1-0. Caden, like his father, also a competitor at Lynn Benton Community College. Dan played in 85-86 at LB. Caden Siegel this past spring at Lynn Benton Community College. He misses ball 2, 2-0 to Spencer Marenko. 2-0 Knights in the third. Caden back, breaking ball lifted to center. Coming in a hurry and grabbing it is Logan Johnstone. Good read, nice play. 2 down. And Caden continues to use his defense. And with 2 outs and nobody on, Owen McWilliam will come to the plate. McWilliam out of Bainbridge Island High School and playing at the University of the Pacific in Stockton, the gateway to the Pacific. So the sign says when you drive into the town. Owen McWilliam flied to right to open the game, takes a breaking ball a little bit high, ball 1, 1-0. The Knights with 2 runs in the first. Caden Siegel kicks and comes back with a 1-0 pitch. That's in there for a strike. The count 1-1. Caden last year was a pitcher, a catcher, a pinch hitter, and a contributor off and on for the Knights in their 2021 run to their 5th straight championship. Fastball hit foul off towards Dixon Recreation. Have had very little action in Urchin Alley so far tonight. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Owen McWilliam. Last night, again, the action was late in starting, but the Urchins gathered and picked up many souvenirs. Breaking ball sliced to right and deep. Back goes Eli Kendall, drifting back towards the warning track to make the catch to retire the side. Nice read by Eli, and Caden Siegel continues to do the job. The young man retires the side. Joe Radio.
Taste the incredible flavors of India at Evergreen Indian Restaurant. Enjoy delicious made-to-order Indian cuisine using traditional recipes and fresh ingredients, including a variety of entrees and tandoori specials. Evergreen Indian Restaurant is open for takeout orders from 11:30 to 2:30 p.m. and open for dine-in and takeout from 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. daily except Tuesdays. View the menu and order online at evergreenindianrestaurant.com on Southwest 3rd in downtown Corvallis and West 7th in Eugene. Evergreen Indian Restaurant.
Does your financial advisor take the time to really listen to you? Is your financial strategy personalized for you and your family? Will your financial advisor be there as your life and financial situation change? Hi, I'm former Oregon State athlete Tim Ewis, your Corvallis Edward Jones financial advisor. When we work together, we'll focus on what's important to you. We'll use an established process to create a personalized financial strategy backed by the advice, tools, and resources to help you reach your goals. And we'll partner to help your strategy stay on track. Contact me today, 541-758-8245. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
When it's more than just your lawn, it deserves the Kubota Z400. Get a head-turning offer on class-leading speed, agility, simple deck height adjustments, and a quality cut. When you need comfort and performance, then you need the professional-grade Kubota Z400. Right now, get the Kubota Z400 mower for 0 down, 0% APR for 36 months. Now through June 30th. See See us or go to KubotaUSA.com for full disclaimer.
Your local Kubota dealer is Lynn Benton Tractor on Highway 99E in Tangent.
1240 Joe Radio.
Mason Lee will lead things off for the Corvallis Knights as we move to the bottom of the third inning. Mason, a perfectly executed hit-and-run single in the first. He scored one of the Knights' 2 runs. He looks at a breaking ball strike from Blake Leverton to open the bottom of the third. Leverton out of Culver City High School in Southern California. Stayed home for college ball at Cal State Northridge. Swings at a fastball. Doesn't get it. The count 0-2. I have a fond spot in my own heart for Northridge in that those are the first Oregon State Beaver baseball games I was blessed to call in late February of 1999. At Cal State Northridge, Mike Batesole, I believe, was the head coach then for Northridge. And got a call midweek. We have games this weekend in L.A. Can you come do them? Pinch hitting for Kip and for Darrell, who weren't able to make it. And I said, yeah, I'm available. Went down and had the pleasure of reconnecting with Pat Casey and enjoyed watching those ball games at Northridge. I believe the Beavers and Matadors split the 4 games. No balls and 2 strikes to Mason Lee. Breaking ball fisted in the air on the right side. Second baseman Spencer Marenko is there to make the catch. 1 away, and Kiko Romero, the hitter. Kiko was a big contributor to the Knights' 2021 West Coast League Championship. 6 homers, 39 runs batted in. And a steady starter throughout the summer. Out of Central Arizona Junior College, but is off to the University of Arizona. So congratulations to Kiko for the D1 and Pac-12 opportunity, well earned, coming his way. He takes outside from Blake Leverton. The 1-0 pitch to Kiko is on the outside corner for a strike. 1-1 the count. Xander Darby on deck. 2-0 Knights in the bottom of the third. Leverton back to the plate, swung on and missed, and the count goes to 1-2. I have to really give Leverton a lot of credit. He was not long for this ball game in the first inning. Had a left-hander throwing back of him, issued 3 walks, including a walk with the bases full. But here he is, still pitching and competing well and kind of finding himself as we go along. He delivers. Romero swings and fouls it back. The count remains 1 ball and 2 strikes. Right-hander Blake Leverton back to the plate. Breaking ball, tap foul at the plate. It remains 1 ball and 2 strikes to Kiko with Xander Darby next. The Knights getting 2 runs in the first inning, but had the bases loaded with nobody out, and Leverton really struggling to find the plate. Blake kicks and comes back. Fastball up and in. That evens the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes to Kiko Romero. In the bottom of the third inning of Game 2 of the series, the Knights are 4-0 against Yakima Valley here early in the year. The 2-2 pitch misses down to run the count full to 3-2. Walla Walla in next Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday before our first venture down to Springfield. Romero drives one to deep right field. Back goes Van Rumsen to the track, to the fence. So long! Kiko Romero on this cool, raw night hits it out over the right field fence just to the left of the big scoreboard for his first home run of the summer of 2022. And the Knights lead it 3-0. Beautiful swing from Kiko Romero. And congratulations to Kiko, pounding the first home run here at Goss Stadium at Coleman Field this summer. And for the Knights, just their second homer overall. Eli Kendall had one in Cowlitz a couple of nights ago. Good swing, really good looking swing. Xander Darby the batter. Xander swings and misses Leverton's first pitch. 0-1 the count. Darby walked with the bases loaded in the Knights' 2-run first. He swings and taps one foul in front of the Yakima Valley dugout. umbrellas popping open, jackets coming out as the sprinkles have come back a little bit more forcefully here. But the guys, Blake and Derek, Caleb, all doing a nice job to bring up some towels and a little canopy that we've got covering the important stuff, although we're starting to get a little bit of some droplets on some of the other gear. We need a couple of more towels perhaps or something, Caleb, to drape over that stuff. The pitch to Darby is roped to center and deep, twisting and turning. Owen McWilliam can't get it. The ball carrying over his head. Short hops the fence in dead center field, and Xander Darby into second with a booming double. So the Knights muscling up here in the bottom of the third inning. A home run for Romero and a double, well struck to straightaway center by Xander Darby. And that brings to the plate Eli Kendall, with the Knights leading 3-0 and looking for more here with Eli at the plate. A couple of very good swings. It is a cool, drizzly evening, and the ball, in theory, shouldn't be carrying especially well. Kind of a raw night, as I mentioned, and yet we've seen two balls well struck in the inning. Big swing by Eli Kendall. Fouls it back in the count 0-1. Eli had 2 hits last night. He has the other night's home run. 2 runs batted in, looking for a third now here with Darby at second, 1 out. The Knights leading 3-0. Darby getting his lead from second. The strike one pitch to Kendall, and again he's on it. Swings and fouls it straight back. The count 0-2. Xander Darby picking up his first double as a Corvallis Knight, and really did hit the ball hard. He gets his lead from second, does Darby. Eli trying to pick him up. No balls and 2 strikes the count. Eli Kendall won a state championship at Santiam Christian as a sophomore in football. He swings, and it's a line drive into right center field for a base hit. He takes a big turn. He's on his way for 2. Darby scores. Kendall into second with a double, and the Knights lead it 4-0. Well, after a bit of a disappointing first inning, even with 2 runs on the board, leaving the bases loaded and being retired in order in the second, just when it appeared Blake Leverton was hitting his stride, the Corvallis Knights have knocked him off it with an impressive third inning. With 1 out, a homer to right for Kiko Romero, a double to dead center by Xander Darby, and then Eli Kendall follows with a leg double into right field. Eli picking up his 3rd run batted in. The Knights lead at 4-0. 3 straight extra base hits. Timo Becerra steps in. Timo takes low for ball 1. Becerra hit a ground ball at shortstop Connor Corvallis in that first inning. He swings and hits one foul towards Urchin Alley, but it doesn't quite make it. It lands on top of the Dixon Recreation roof. The count even to Timo. 1 ball and 1 strike. 4-0 Knights in the bottom of the third. Blake Leverton glances back at Eli Kendall. Breaking ball grounded slowly to third. Owen Cobb to his left. Fields and throws across for the out. On the play, Eli Kendall holds at second. And with 2 down, Ethan Lovelace will make his way to the plate. Ethan grounded out to second in his first at-bat. Ethan Lovelace, out of Black Hills High School, and from Dave from Tumwater territory. Dave, a local radio legend. Dave from Tumwater, simply known, in fact, as Tumwater. But Ethan Lovelace from Tumwater, Washington. He does have a last name, Nicandri. Dave from Tumwater is David Nicandri, and the author of the outstanding book, Captain Cook Rediscovered. Ethan Lovelace takes a first pitch strike, 0-1 the count. Lovelace out of Tumwater a 10-day contract last year and played his way out of the team full time. He rips one into right field. Rounding third is Kendall. Van Rumsen's throw to the plate is in time for the out to get Eli, and the inning is over. Loveless hit Van Rumsen in a hit for Ethan. Kendall with 2 down trying to score is thrown out 9-2 on the assist by Van Rumsen. Good throw. And with 2 down, certainly you send the runner and challenge the defense, and that's what Brook Knight chose to do, and Kendall is gunned down. The Knights have a big hit. 4 hits in the inning, 3 for extra bases. The highlight, the home run by Kiko Romero. And the Knights light it up for 2 in the inning. And after 3, the Knights 4, Yakima Valley nothing on 1240 Joe Radio.
We set 'em up, you knock 'em down.
Tired of staying home? Are you ready to get out and enjoy an activity that is safe and fun? Join a summer league at Highland Bowl. Check out their league schedule at highlandbowl.com and find a day and time that's just right for you and your friends. Don't be left in the gutter. Join a summer league at Highland Bowl today. Highland Bowl, North 9th Street in Corvallis.
We set 'em up, you knock 'em down. Highland Bowl.
Dave's Performance Hybrids is the Willamette Valley's Prius experts and your Toyota dealer alternative. Dave's is now offering hybrid battery warranty extension for every Prius. If your Prius has an original battery or was replaced somewhere else and has expired, invest in Dave's hybrid battery warranty extension before it fails and save 50% off the price of a 1 to 5 year warranty, including testing. Need an oil change? Get $20 off your next oil service at Dave's Performance Hybrids. Off I-5 and Highway 20 in Albany. Online at davesperformancehybrids.com.
This is Mike Parker for Even Flow Plumbing, your trusted award-winning plumber for the Mid-Valley. Even Flow specializes in complete plumbing and drain cleaning solutions for residential and commercial jobs. They treat your home like it's their home, and their flat rate pricing means no surprises at the end of the job. Even Flow takes pride in doing the job right the first time. Just call 541-738-8853 for all your plumbing needs. When you need a pro, go with the flow. Even Flow Plumbing.
1240 Joe Radio.
Through 3 innings at Goss Stadium at Coleman Field, the Corvallis Knights 4 runs, 5 hits, and no errors. Yakima Valley no runs, 1 hit, and no errors. Caden Siegel works on Connor Corvallis. Caden fell behind the count, 2 balls and no strikes, and now delivers a strike. 2-1 to Connor, who flied to center field in the first. Connor Corvallis, Jackson Reed, and Sam Olson for the Pippins in the 4th. Siegel comes back to the plate, 2-1 breaking ball. Just misses, and the count 3-1. Caden has retired each Pippin save 1. Aiden Van Rumsen with a double to right in the second. The 3-1 pitch from Siegel, breaking ball taken for a strike. Nice job by Caden to be able to throw a breaking ball on a 3-1 count. That runs it full to 3-2 to Corvallis, the West Coast Conference Defensive Player of the Year at Gonzaga, a hometown kid for the Zags, and that he went to Gonzaga Prep. He takes the 3-2 fastball high and inside, the first free pass issued by Caden Siegel. Jackson Reed will come to the plate for Yakima Valley. Jackson Reed, again out of Seattle. I inquired when Donnie Harrell brought his Seattle U club to Corvallis earlier this spring, a non-league affair. Jackson Reed is a published painter and poet. That's not something that one writes down very often over all the years of making notes on roster notes and players. I'm still not exactly sure what it is that Jackson, what his poetry consists of or his paintings, but the very fact that he dabbles in both is impressive to me. He takes low, ball 1, 1-0. A throw to first base, Connor Corvallis. Perhaps next year to further inquire of Jackson about his status as a poet and painter, as well as a good baseball player. He takes outside, ball 2, 2-0. 4-0 Knights in the top of the 4th inning. Caden Siegel and Tyler Quinn, the battery. Kiko Romero at first, Xander Darby at second, Devon Dixon at short, Timo Becerra at third for the Knights. Ethan Lovelace in left, Logan Johnstone in center, Eli Kendall in right. A leadoff walk to Corvallis. He's held on by Kiko Romero. Siegel's 2-0 pitch knee high for a strike. In the count 2-1 to Jackson Reed. .505 here tomorrow. A night off on Monday, and the new schedule this year sees a lot of Monday nights off. The 2-1 fastball hit high in the air on the right side. Kiko Romero defers to night second baseman Xander Darby, who makes the catch just a little bit ahead of the cut of the green on the right side. Good job by Siegel coming back from the walk to pitch to contact and get the high pop-out. Sam Olson, the batter. Olson hit the ball sharply back up the middle. Siegel was able to slow it down enough for Xander Darby to move to his right and make the play and throw Sam Olson out by half a step at first. 4-0 Knights, top of the fourth. Siegel comes set. Corvallis getting his lead. The pitch to the plate. Breaking ball swung on and missed by Olson. 0-1 the count. Sam Olson from the University of Oregon program, and he too stayed home for his collegiate baseball experience. He's out of Sheldon High School. No balls and a strike. Caden Siegel back to the plate. Fastball hit high in the air to left and playable for Ethan Lovelace. Looking up into that occasionally drizzly and dark sky. Lovelace stays with it to make the catch. 2 down, and Owen Cobb will come to the plate. Owen grounded to third in the second. 4-0 Knights here in the top of the fourth inning. Owen Cobb standing in against Caden Siegel in the midst of pitching a very good ball game. Fires over to first, and Connor Corvallis back to the bag, held on again by Kiko Romero, who left the yard in the bottom of the inning. Corvallis 2 for 2 in stolen bases. The Knights stole 6 last night. They don't have a stolen base yet this evening. Breaking ball grounded to third. Big hop for Becerra. He goes the short way to Xander Darby at second for the force. The ball came up nicely for Timo. He played it well and throws out the runner Connor Corvallis on the force at second. So another good inning for Caden Siegel. 4 scoreless for Caden. And we go to the bottom of the fourth. The Knights 4, the Pippins nothing on 1240 Joe Radio.
Show that special dad in your life just how much you care. Shop the Natty Dresser in downtown Albany for all those Father's Day gifts. Great summer shirts, slacks, shorts, and loads of accessories. Ties, belts, shoes, hats, socks, and a plethora of other gift items. Gift wrapping is always complimentary. The Natty Dresser carries something for every guy. Stetson, Pendleton, Filson, and more. The Natty Dresser, purveyors of quality menswear on 2nd and Broad Albin in the heart of historic downtown Albany. Dress well, be confident, find success.
Are you a veteran living in Lynn County? You qualify for benefits that you earned. Home loans, disability compensation, health care, transportation, and more. You've earned them. Use them. Call 541-967-3882 and let Lynn County's Veteran Services help you. Do you know a veteran living in Lynn County? Help them call 541-967-3882. Lynn County Veteran Services can help them take advantage of benefits they earned. Lynn County Veteran Services, serving our local veterans. If you've been putting off that home remodeling project but have finally decided to take a leap and get it done, Corvallis Floor Covering can help. Stop by and browse through their large showroom with a wide variety of carpet, laminate, tile, wood, and vinyl flooring and window coverings from all the popular brands. Corvallis Floor Covering is at the corner of 2nd and Van Buren downtown, or log on to corvallisfloorcovering.com. Shop local. Shop Corvallis Floor Covering. And go Beavs!
1240 Joe Radio.
Bottom of the fourth inning at Goss Stadium at Coleman Field, the Corvallis Knights with a 4-0 lead against the Yakima Valley Pippins. Leading things off for the Knights will be Devon Dixon. And the first pitch missing. Ball 1-0. Dixon popped out to second in his first at-bat. The Knights with 2 runs in the first, 2 in the third. The 1-1 pitch from Blake Leverton misses low and in. 2 balls and 1 strike the count. A cool night here at Goss Stadium, at Coleman Field, and occasionally drizzly. The 2-1 pitch missing for ball 3-1. 59 degrees, and my weather app says the real feel is 50. They're right. The 3-1 pitch swung on and missed, and the count 3-2. One of the wettest springs in the history of the Mid-Valley. I think the second wettest in recorded history from what I read the other day in the GT. And I don't need much convincing along those lines. We have felt it, seen it, and lived it. 3-2 pitch hit foul over the head, over the canopy in the McGrath family press box. The count remains 3 balls and 2 strikes to Dixon. Tyler Quinn on deck, Logan Johnstone to follow. But we are told to be thankful that we need it, and I understand that. But it will be nice to feel warm again here if we get to that point at some point. The 3-2 breaking ball to Dixon misses down and away for ball 4. Tyler Quinn, the batter. Devon Dixon playing his collegiate baseball at Central Arizona. He knows of the heat. When we were in Scottsdale for the inaugural Pac-12 baseball tournament, it was so blisteringly hot and in some respects miserable at times that I remember thinking I'll never complain again about our mild, wet, damp, cool springs in the Beaver State. But one should never say never. I think we're all growing a little bit weary of this look day by day by day. Quinn takes high, ball 1. The 1-0 fastball with Quinn showing bunt up and in for ball 2. 2-0. Had the pleasure of meeting Tyler briefly before the ball game after concluding my interview with Eli Kendall on the pregame show. Eli left the dugout to head back into the clubhouse, and Tyler Quinn, as he was putting on his catcher's gear, said to Eli, "There goes my idol." The 2-0 pitch to Quinn hit foul to the right and out of play, and the count 2-1. Tyler from Mary Knoll High School on the beautiful island of Oahu. 2 balls and 1 strike to Tyler Quinn, but Tyler seemed like a very nice young man and look forward to visiting with him at some point on our pregame show. 4-0 Knights, bottom of the 4th inning. Dixon held on by Shane Simpson. Blaine Leverton to the plate. Quinn bunts in the air, a diving attempt by Sam Olson, not able to come up with it, and the count is even. 2 balls and 2 strikes. I've seen Adley Rutschman make a similar attempt and actually getting to the baseball, pouncing on a couple of pop bunts in his Oregon State career. One time he did it in Omaha, and it was spectacular. And so happy for the former Corvallis Knight and Beaver, of course, to be getting it going at the plate, beginning to find himself offensively, and hitting a home run, had a walk-off hit. The average climbing. He's handling himself well, as we knew he would as a receiver. The pitch on the way hits Tyler Quinn. Tyler again sort of turned his shoulder and took this one. Quinn was hit by a pitch in the 2nd inning and called back on a strikeout for allegedly sticking his arm into the path of the pitch and ended up striking out on a 3-2 pitch and had to leave first base. Hey, buddy, had to leave first base reluctantly. And Brooke Knight picked up the argument from there and lost it. Tyler Quinn striking out on that controversial call in the 2nd. A walk, a hit batter, Logan Johnstone the batter. Logan shows bunt, takes low and away, ball 1, 1-0. 4-0 Knights. Johnstone, another young man from the outstanding program at Gonzaga. A Northern California kid, Los Gatos in the Golden State. Johnstone has walked and scored and popped to short. He shows bunt and takes a strike. 1-1 the count. Devon Dixon at second, Tyler Quinn at first, nobody out. 4-0 Knights, bottom of the 4th inning. And Brooke Knight, over the years, this is his 14th, and no matter the style of play that may be in vogue, has always been a practitioner of the short game. He turns Johnstone loose here. Logan a fly ball to straightaway center. Owen McWilliam makes the catch. A bluff at second by Devon Dixon. He stays put. And Logan Johnstone flying out to center field. Last night, when Isaac Yeager was pitching for Yakima Valley, it led me to the inevitable meditation and question about whether Isaac might be related to the former Dodger catcher, and I see the name Logan Johnstone, and you understand my next query. I have not been able to see it in any online literature, whether Logan might be related to the late Jay, one of the great pranksters, funny men of the game, good hitter, good pinch hitter in particular later in his career, Jay Johnstone, the late Jay Johnstone. Mason Lee swings and hits one foul to the right and out of play. I realize it's not a terribly uncommon name. We have a Parker Johnstone here in Corvallis, originally from Great Britain, the outstanding narrator and speaker, narrator of Fast Track to the Fiesta. Mason Lee a grounder to short. Corvallis feeds Marenko, who throws to first for the inning-ending double play. But I will continue to search to see if perhaps Logan. Here in the inning, once again, Blake Leverton does a nice job. He walked a batter, he hit a batter, and all of a sudden he's out of it with a fly ball to center and a 6-4-3 double play off the bat of Mason Lee. At the end of 4, it remains the Knights 4 and Yakima Valley nothing on 1240 Joe Radio.
If you're fed up with dirty grout lines, maybe it's time to consider cultured marble. Hi, I'm Katie Albin at Albin's Plumbing in Corvallis. Cultured marble is an affordable way to get the look of marble, and the best part is, no grout lines, affordable and easy to maintain. Come by our showroom on 9th Street in Corvallis and see the beautiful look of cultured marble.
At Albin's Plumbing, plumbing's all we do. Call 754-8282, Albin's Plumbing. For auto glass solutions, better call the glass man. Call 541-760-2277. Call the glass man.
Need your auto glass repaired or replaced? Need to recalibrate your advanced car safety system? Don't call that 800 number. Call the glass man.
For auto glass solutions, better call the glass man. Call 541-760-2277. Call the glass man.
If you feel you're overpaying on your taxes and you're not as profitable as you should be, you're not alone. At Tax and Wealth Management in Corvallis, they can help because that's what they do. They work with individuals and business owners to lower your taxes, increase your profit, and manage your cash flow. They provide bookkeeping and payroll services too. Give them a call at 541-753-4185. That's 753-4185. And get in the game. Tax and Wealth Management in Corvallis, your hometown tax team. And go Beavs.
1240 Joe Radio.
Aiden Van Rumsen leads things off in the top of the 5th inning and hits a high pop fly into left field. Ethan Lovelace a long time under it, reading it as the wind carries it just a bit closer to the warning track, but Lovelace able to stay with it and make the catch. Van Rumsen has the only hit for the Yakima Valley Pippins tonight. He doubled to the alley in right center in the second. He's one of just 2 base runners, Van Rumsen, who flies out to open the inning. Liam McCallum, the batter, and the first pitch to the left-hand hitting designated hitter is taken for a strike, 0-1 the count. Liam McCallum, big left-handed hitter, runs up as if to bunt and does bunt. A fair ball. Pouncing on it is Tyler Quinn, about a foot out in front of the plate, and fires to first for the out. McCallum trying to bunt for a hit, and a nice job by Tyler Quinn. He was on that in a hurry, 2 down, and Shane Simpson will be the hitter. McCallum, like former Corvallis Knight and current Beaver Travis Pizzana. Travis was at the ball game last night. Liam McCallum from Sydney, and quite a cricketer, an Australian rules football player, and at Gonzaga now. McCallum retired. Shane Simpson, the batter, takes low and in, ball 1. The 1-0 fastball from Caden Siegel fouled away. Really impressed by Caden And his quick tempo, his ability to fill up the zone, mixing his pitches and location, doing an excellent job. He has a 4-0 lead in the fifth, trying to keep it going, looking for another 1-2-3 inning. The right-hander's 1-1 change, hit foul to the left above the McGrath family press box. And the count quickly, 1-2 to Shane Simpson. If your home, office, or investment property is dingy, dirty, or worn, then we encourage you to call family-owned All Pro Property Services, as they've helped thousands of companies, investors, and people get the best out of their properties, from investment, renovations, facility services, housekeeping, and move-out cleans. All Pro Property Services has the bases covered. Simpson takes outside from Caden, ball 2, 2-2, 2 down, nobody on. Siegel delivers, and that fastball is away, ball 3. 3-2, Spencer Marenko on deck. The first soul dispatched to the Knights bullpen, running house entrance. A 3-2 pitch would have been ball 4. Simpson reaches out, gets a piece of it, fouls it to the left to stay up there. 3-2 the count to Shane Simpson. Shane out of Lake Forest, California, competes at California Baptist University. 3-2 with 2 down. Caden Siegel kicks and comes back to the plate. Breaking ball, swung on and missed, strike 3. The inning is over. Another 1-2-3 frame for Caden Siegel, who has a one-hitter through 5. After 4.5, the Knights 4, Yakima Valley nothing on 1240 Joe Radio.
Taste the incredible flavors of India at Evergreen Indian Restaurant. Enjoy delicious made-to-order Indian cuisine using traditional recipes and fresh ingredients, including a variety of entrees and tandoori specials. Evergreen Indian Restaurant is open for takeout orders from 11:30 to 2:30 p.m. and open for dine-in and takeout from 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. daily except Tuesdays. View the menu and order online at evergreenindianrestaurant.com on Southwest 3rd in downtown Corvallis and West 7th in Eugene. Evergreen Indian Restaurant. Dave's Performance Hybrids is the Willamette Valley's Prius experts and your Toyota dealer alternative. Dave's is now offering hybrid battery warranty extension for every Prius. If your Prius has an original battery or was replaced somewhere else and has expired, invest in Dave's hybrid battery warranty extension before it fails and save 50% off the price of a 1 to 5 year warranty, including testing. Need an oil change? Get $20 off your next oil service at Dave's Performance Hybrids, off I-5 and Highway 20 in Albany, online at davesperformancehybrids.com.
There I was in the living room taking it, but not today. Well, if you won't do it, I'll do it myself. I know the guys at Philomath Rental can show me what I need to do, and since they're open 7 days a week, I can go out there today. Uh-oh. Darn you, Philomath Rental.
Philomath Rental, next to Landmark Realty, 1.5 miles west of the Sunset Shopping Center. For tools and equipment for home, farm, and business, check out Philomath Rental.
1240 Joe Radio.
Bottom of the fifth inning, 4-0 Knights. Kiko Romero, Xander Darby, Eli Kendall against Blake Leverton, who has managed to kind of bob and weave his way all the way to the bottom of the fifth. He misses to Kiko, ball 1. Romero walked and then blasted a home run to right center field in the third, his first of the year. He swings and misses at the 1-0 pitch. The count even to Kiko. 1 ball and 1 strike. 4-0 Knights, bottom of the fifth. 2 runs in the first, 2 in the third. The 1-1 fastball from Leverton away. Ball 2, 2-1. Kiko Romero. Really a sweet-looking swing on the last home run. One of the better ones of this early season. Not so much here. He swings and misses and drops his bat. In fact, after the fact, the count even now. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Kiko. Ed Nags is yet to make it over to the first base coaching box. The 2-2 pitch is high, ball 3. Ed will wait for the outcome of the plate appearance for Kiko Romero before taking his post at first base. Good to have Coach Nags back. Great career as the head coach at Wenatchee in this league. The 3-2 pitch is swung on and missed by Kiko. Strike 3. 1 away. Coach Nags does indeed take his post, and the batter will be Xander Darby. Darby followed the home run by Romero with a drive to deep center field. It went about 390 feet on the fly, a double to straightaway center in the third inning, and then was plated on a double by Eli Kendall. The Knights with 4 hits in the inning, 3 for extra bases, but just 2 runs in the frame. Corvallis has had 2 runners thrown out at the plate in this ballgame. They lead it 4-0, bottom of the 5th. Xander fouls one at the plate, no balls and a strike. Ed Nags in his 4th year as Brook Knight's right-hand man has to dodge out of the way of a ground ball pulled into foul territory off the facade and then out into shallow right. Coach Nags was the head coach at Wenatchee from 2001 through 2014 and won West Coast League titles with the Apple Sox in 05, 06, 09, 10, and 12. The strike 2 pitch missing to Xander Darby. 1-2 the count, 1 out, nobody on, bottom of the 5th. 4-0 Corvallis, and the Knights and Wenatchee met each other 4 times for the West Coast League Championship and split the 4 series. The pitch to Darby, away, ball 2, 2-2. 4-0 Knights here, bottom of the 5th inning. Blake Leverton works out of the stretch, comes 2-2, and misses with a fastball. It was 0-2. Xander's done a nice job to work it to a full count. He drew a bases-loaded walk for a run batted in the first. 3-2 to Xander Darby. 1 out, bottom of the 5th. Leverton's 3-2 pitch, foul to the left into Waldo Way. Waldo Way to the left side of the ballpark, Urchin Alley to the right. Waldo Hall established the same year on this campus that home plate was laid down, in the same spot it's remained since 1907. A looper to shallow left field. Going out is the shortstop, Corvallis, to backhand it. Nice play by Connor. 2 down, and Eli Kendall will come to the plate. And that's part of the stuff that made Connor Corvallis from Gonzaga the West Coast Conference Defensive Player of the Year this past spring. He's a good one. 2 down, and Eli Kendall, who has had an RBI with a ground out in the first and an RBI double in the third, to the plate. So he's doubled his RBI total tonight. He's gone from 2 to 4 as he stands in and takes a first pitch strike from Blake Leverton. And is a called strike on the swing by the home plate umpire. Brook Knight kind of throws his palms upward. He looked out at the first base umpire. The home plate umpire made the call on his own without recourse to help. And Brook is chattering a little bit about that after the fact. 0-2 to Eli. Leverton delivers. Kendall swings. Hits a ground ball to the right of the second baseman, Marenko. Kendall busts down the line, but Marenko is able to throw him out. And it's a 1-2-3 frame for Blake Leverton. We're through 5 on this Saturday night. Another cool one here in the Mid-Valley. The Knights trying to stay hot. They lead it 4-0 on 1240 Joe Radio.
Get a great deal on versatile Kubota equipment today, like Kubota BX and L Series compact tractors, part of our under 100 horsepower tractor lineup rated #1 for reliability. Z Series mowers and Sidekick utility vehicles. Stop by your local Kubota dealer today. Bring home the Kubota L2501 tractor for 0 down, 0% APR for up to 60 months. Now through June 30th. See us or go to KubotaUSA.com for more details.
Your local Kubota dealer is Lynn Benton Tractor on Highway 99E in Tangent.
Does your financial advisor take the time to really listen to you? Is your financial strategy personalized for you and your family? Will your financial advisor be there as your life and financial situation change? Hi. You will use an established process to create a personalized financial strategy backed by the advice, tools, and resources to help you reach your goals. And we'll partner to help your strategy stay on track. Contact me today, 541-758-8245. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
We set them up, you knock them down. Highland Boy.
Tired of staying home? Are you ready to get out and enjoy an activity that is safe and fun? Join a summer league at Highland Bowl. Check out their league schedule at highlandbowl.com and find a day and time that's just right for you and your friends. Don't be left in the gutter. Join a summer league at Highland Bowl today. Highland Bowl, North 9th Street in Corvallis.
We set them up, you knock them down. Highland Bowl.
1240 Joe Radio.
A tough act to follow for Josh Emanuels, who gets the baseball for the Knights as we move to the top of the sixth inning. Caden Siegel was magnificent tonight. 5 innings, 1 hit baseball, allowed just 2 base runners. A 2-out double in the second and a walk yielded in the fourth. Caden was tremendous tonight. He's in line for a win as he goes the required 5. And Siegel making his second start tonight. He'd come in with good numbers, 6 innings, 3 hits, no earned. Has now worked 11 innings without giving up an earned run. He turns the baseball over to right-hander Josh Emanuels. First ball swinging, a 2-hopper to short. Devon Dixon gets on top of it and fires a strike over to first to get Marenko. 1 pitch, 1 gone. Emanuels trying to pick up where Caden Siegel left off. The right-hander out of the University of Washington does a nice job to get the out. He's a Husky through and through. His mom and dad both attended the University of Washington. His brother Stevie, a 5th-round draft pick by the Oakland Athletics in 2020 out of Washington. And Josh was a busy man, tied for the team lead in appearances this past spring in what turned out to be Lindsey Meggs' final year as the head coach. He starts Owen McWilliam off with a strike. The 0-1 breaking ball chased and missed. And Emanuels is quickly ahead of the count, 0-2, top of the 6th inning, 4-0 Corvallis. Emanuels with a count of no balls and 2 strikes. 6'3", 200-pounder from Bellevue. T.J. Mathewson country delivers a fastball taken. Strike 3 called, 2 down. Connor Corvallis will come to the plate. Josh Emanuels getting off to a nice start. Taking over for Caden Siegel. Emanuels with his Corvallis Knights debut for the summer of 2022. 2 on, nobody out for Connor Corvallis, who's flied to center and walked. First pitch missing to Connor, ball 1, 1-0. 4-0 Knights, top of the 6th inning, under the lights on a cloudy, cool night. We've had a little bit of drizzle here and there. The canopy quickly set up over yours truly, but more important, the equipment. The 1-0 pitch, a strike, and the count 1-1. 2 down, nobody on. Corvallis, the outstanding shortstop out of Gonzaga, swings and hits a slow roller to the right of the mound. Charged by Darby, picks it up and throws to first. And that's an impressive 1-2-3 inning for Josh Emanuels. So he just follows the lead of Caden Siegel. The Pippins go in order in the 6th. After 5.5, the Knights 4, Yakima Valley nothing. On 1240 Joe Radio.
Are you a veteran living in Lynn County? You qualify for benefits that you earned. Home loans, disability compensation, health care, transportation. Call 5-967-3882 and let Lynn County's Veteran Services help you. Do you know a veteran living in Lynn County? Help them call 541-967-3882. Lynn County Veteran Services can help them take advantage of benefits they earned. Lynn County Veteran Services, serving our local veterans. If you've been putting off that home remodeling project but have finally decided to take a leap and get it done, Corvallis Floor Covering can help. Stop by and browse through their large showroom with a wide variety of carpet, laminate, tile, wood, and vinyl flooring and window coverings from all the popular brands. Corvallis Floor Covering is at the corner of 2nd and Van Buren downtown, or log on to corvallisfloorcovering.com. Shop local. Shop Corvallis Floor Covering. And go Beavs!
This is Mike Parker for Even Flow Plumbing, your trusted award-winning plumber for the Mid-Valley. Evenflow specializes in complete plumbing and drain cleaning solutions for residential and commercial jobs. They treat your home like it's their home, and their flat rate pricing means no surprises at the end of the job. Evenflow takes pride in doing the job right the first time. Just call 541-738-8853 for all your plumbing needs. When you need a pro, go with the flow. Evenflow Plumbing.
1240 Joe Radio.
Gavin Matson takes over for Blake Leverton, who's on the hook for the loss unless the Pippins can come back tonight. 4-0 Knights as we go to the bottom of the sixth. But I was impressed with Leverton's moxie just to kind of hang in on a night when it looked like it could have gotten away from him early. The Knights with the bases loaded and nobody out, bottom of the first, and he managed to limit the damage to 2 runs. Then the Knights muscled up with 3 extra base hits and 4 hits in the third, but again, just 2 runs came across. Leverton managed to get some help defensively. A couple of good plays by one by his first baseman, the other by his right fielder. And so Leverton turns it over now to Gavin Matson, a right-hander. But his team's still in touch in the ballgame as we go to the bottom of the sixth. 4-0 Knights. Leading things off will be Timo Becerra, who's grounded to short and fielder's choice and grounded to third. The side-arming right-hander Matson drops down by way of third and spins it low and in. Matson has been busy for the Yakima Valley Pippins. This is his 6th appearance. He's worked 6 innings, 8 hits, 3 runs all earned. Delivers low and in. An ERA of 4.50. Matson does not have a decision, but his team leading 6th appearance. He's behind the count to Timo Becerra. 2 balls and no strikes. Becerra, Ethan Lovelace, and Devon Dixon in the 6th. The 2-0 pitch hit foul, and this one will make it off the facade of Dixon Rec and into Urchin Alley. And the Urchins giving chase. So that's good to see. It's the first time we've been able to call that tonight. Into the alley she goes. Timo Becerra with a count of 2-1. Takes the sidearm offering from Gavin Matson, high and away. Three balls and a strike. The pitch to Gavin, stroke to right and fairly deep but playable. Van Rumsen started to go back. Now he moves in a few steps and makes the catch. One away, Ethan Lovelace will come to the plate. Ethan has grounded to second and singled to right field. Ethan Lovelace ended up last year signing the 10-day, and he stayed and hit .277 with a homer, 6 RBIs, and helped the Knights bring home their 5th consecutive championship now at the University of Portland. Tonight, his base hit to right field hit so sharply that Eli Kendall ended up being thrown out at the plate for the final out of the inning. The strike one pitch runs up and away on the sidearm delivery from Gavin Matson. 1 ball and 1 strike the count. Bottom of the 6th. Game 2 of the 3-game series, and Game 6 between the two clubs already this summer will take place tomorrow. 5:05 start. Sidearm breaking ball in there for a strike from Matson. 1-2 to Lovelace. Devon Dixon on deck. From the stretch, Matson delivers. This one getting in on Ethan. He's able to swing and foul it back to hang in there. First Alternative Co-op is your community-owned grocery store providing fresh, local, and organic groceries since 1970. The Co-op makes it easy for you and your family to buy local and eat healthy. Be sure to stop by their deli and enjoy fresh brewed coffee, house-made pastries, delicious salads, and much more. Everyone is welcome at the First Alternative Co-op. Lovelace swings, hits one foul to the left and out of play. 1 ball and 2 strikes. 4-0 Knights, bottom of the 6th inning. The Knights trying to go to 8-0 on this young season. 1-2 pitch is swung on and missed. Big rip by Lovelace. Down he goes. 2 down. Devon Dixon will come to the plate. Devon has popped to second and walked. Now, I'm noticing that Bobby Merwin, our public address announcer, is saying Devon. And if it is Devon, my apologies. I had asked Brooke Knight yesterday and thought I was told. I may have misheard. A little bit along the Roger Clemens lines of misremembering. I may have misheard, as Andy Pettit apparently misremembered things. Devon Dixon, I'm going to find out, and I'll get it clarified come Sunday. It'll be all right, I hope. Dixon takes outside, ball 1. The 1-0 pitch to Devon, swung on and fouled back, and Dixon appears to be mad at himself that he missed his pitch. 1 ball and 1 strike, the count to Dixon, who's popped to second and walked. 4-0 Knights, bottom of the 6th inning, 2 outs and nobody on. Out of the stretch works Gavin Matson with his team still in it, trying to keep it that way. Drops in the sidearm delivery by way of third and misses ball 2, 2-1. Tyler Quinn on deck. Matson comes back to the plate. Pop foul towards Urchin Alley. The kids hear the ball land off some garbage receptacles and underneath the vomitory entrance to Dixon Rec here on the east side. And I see 4 urchins coming up the steps near me, 2 with ice cream cones in hand, just to check out kind of the lay of the land down below. They didn't hop over the fence, I'm glad to report, to get the baseball. All is well, and all manner of things shall be well. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Devon Dixon, at least a prophecy that we hope is true for those important high considerations from Lady Julian of Norwich, who told us that well over 1,000 years ago, that all manner of things shall be well. Elliott quoted it later. I just hope to say to high heaven that they're right. The 2-2 pitch, high and away, ball 3, 3-2. 2 down, nobody on. 4-0 Knights in the bottom of the 6th inning. Tyler Quinn, the on-deck hitter. Gavin Matson peering into his battery mate, Sam Olson. And the right-hander from the stretch delivers a check swing on the breaking ball. Down and away, ball 4. Dixon just did lay off and draws the 2-out walk. When you visit Corvallis to catch Knights baseball, be sure to stay at your locally owned Best Western Corvallis, the official hotel partner of your Corvallis Knights. It's close to Goss Stadium, where you can enjoy the largest hotel rooms in the city and an outdoor heated pool. Wherever life takes you, Best Western is there. Tyler Quinn has been hit by a pitch and struck out and been hit by a pitch. He was hit by a pitch and struck out in the same plate appearance. And then he was officially hit by a pitch in the 4th. He takes a strike here in the bottom of the 6th from Gavin Matson. 0-1 the count to Tyler. 4 runs, 5 hits for the Knights. No runs, 1 hit. Just 2 base runners for the Pippins. The strike 1 pitch taken for a strike. Sam Olson bluffs a back pick down to first. Dixon holding. No balls and 2 strikes the count. Dixon has not attempted a stolen base. He's held on by Shane Simpson. The strike 2 pitch, that nearly got a piece of Tyler Quinn. Tyler twisted out of the way of it and then inquires, did that thing graze me going by? The home plate umpire said no, it didn't. Quinn's still up there. And it looks as though, and I haven't seen his numbers at Pacific University, but he's on top of the plate. And he's been hit already twice and nearly was hit for a 3rd time tonight, and whether that may be part of his game. A lot of hitters do a good job of finding their way to first base, finding ways to get hit by a pitch. Ask Don Baylor, ask Ron Hunt. The 2-2 pitch on the way, hit foul into the well of the dugout on the first base side, eliciting some woo-hoo-hoos from the fans here who saw that ball get into the dugout in a hurry. But all of the Pippins players with their green hoodies on all managed to get out of the way on this chilly night in Corvallis. Bottom of the 6th inning, 4-0 Knights. A 2-out walk to Dixon. The 2-2 pitch, another breaking ball to Quinn, missing for ball 3, 3-2. Logan Johnstone on deck. Three balls and 2 strikes to Tyler Quinn. There goes Dixon. The 3-2 pitch is outside. Ball 4 with 2 down. Back-to-back walks issued by Gavin Matson. And that brings Logan Johnstone to the plate. Was mentioning the name Yeager yesterday, Johnstone today, taking me back, and perhaps some of you who remember those Dodger teams in the 70s and 80s. Jay Johnstone, a pinch hit home run in Game 4 of that 81 World Series that changed the entire feel of the 81 Fall Classic. Logan Johnstone takes high and away, ball 1. Yankees led the series 2-1 and had a 6-3 lead in the 6th inning of Game 4, and Jay Johnstone, a pinch hit 2-run home run, turned it from a 6-3 game into a 6-5 game, and the Dodgers ultimately pulled it out and ultimately won that thing in 6 in 81. Logan with a count of 1 ball and 1 strike. Dixon at second, Quinn at first. The 1-1 pitch to Logan Johnstone, foul back. The count 1-2. Jay ended up having a bit of a cameo in the original Naked Gun, and in fact was the batter who looked inquiringly at Leslie Nielsen before Leslie went into his kind of strike and then realized that calling a strike was a crowd pleaser. This is a crowd pleaser here too. Logan Johnstone dumps one into shallow left field. It'll drop in front of Jackson Reed. Devon Dixon rounds third, comes in to score, and Logan Johnstone punches one into shallow left, picks up the RBI single. The Knights lead it 5-0. Tyler Quinn stops at second. Johnstone with the run batted in to add to the Knights' lead, his third in this 2022 campaign. Mason Lee, the batter, has singled to right, popped to second, grounded into a double play. Things started off well for Matson, retiring the first 2 nights. Now the pitch on the way to Mason Lee is popped up into shallow right. Spencer Marenko moves back a couple of steps to make the catch. But after 2 outs, back-to-back walks, and Matson pays a price. Logan Johnstone punches one into left for the RBI single. The Knights add 1. We go to the 7th. The Knights 5 and Yakima Valley nothing on 1240 Joe Radio.
For auto glass solutions, better call the glass man. Call 541-760-2277. Call the glass man.
Need your auto glass repaired or replaced? Need to recalibrate your advanced car safety system? Don't call that 800 number. Call the glass man.
For auto glass solutions, better call the glass man. Call 541-760-2277. Call the glass man.
At Albin's Plumbing, we're boring. Hi, I'm Katie Albin, and I want everyone to know that at Albin's Plumbing, we're boring. Directional boring, to be exact. So if you need to run a pipe underground, under a driveway, or under a sidewalk, and you don't want to destroy your yard in the process, the boring people at Albin's Plumbing can help you with your directional boring. Just give us a call.
At Albin's Plumbing, plumbing's all we do. Call 754-8282. Albin's Plumbing.
Take me out to the Independent Auto Works. Take me out with the crowd. Buy me some peanuts or Cracker Jacks. Once I'm there, always wanna come back. Let me root for the home team. They always win, it's not a shame. For Volkswagen repair parts or just plain advice, make Independent Auto Works part of your game.
Independent Auto Works, a proud sponsor of Knights, Mariners, and Beaver Baseball.
1240 Joe Radio.
Through 6 innings at Goss Stadium at Coleman Field, the Knights 5 runs, 6 hits, and no errors. Yakima Valley, no runs, 1 hit, and no errors. Ian Lawson takes over in the 7th inning, the pride of Century High School in Hillsboro and Oregon State. He misses with the first pitch to Jackson Reed. Ian comes back and misses again, ball 2, 2-0. Coming off a spring with the Beavers, 14 appearances, 3-0, an ERA of 6.41. His Corvallis Knights debut, the 2-0 pitch, a strike The count 2-1 to Jackson Reed, who's flied to right and popped to second. Big Ian Lawson getting the baseball for the first time in a Knights uniform. Ryan Brown is also part of this team. The 2-1 pitch is in there for a strike. Ryan, an outstanding season for Mitch Canham and the Beavers. I asked Ryan before the game if he was hot tonight. He said, I think so. So we may see Ryan before the evening is over. 5-0 Knights, top of the 7th. Lawson's 2-2 pitch, tap foul at the plate by Jackson Reed. The count remains 2 balls and 2 strikes. Ian Lawson, big right-hander out of Hillsboro, 6'7", 240-pounder. 2-2 the count to Reed. Sam Olson on deck, Owen Cobb to follow. Caden Siegel, Josh Emanuels, and now Ian Lawson. The 2-2 pitch, lifted foul off third, heading towards the upper grandstand and into a group of youngsters landing first, and one of the kids comes up with it. There's about 7 or 8 youngsters there. A good crowd tonight on a chilly night. Last night, 1198. The 2-2 pitch, off speed, got him swinging. Nice pitch by Ian Lawson. Coming back from the 2-0 count to strike out Jackson Reed. Sam Olson will come to the plate. Olson has hit back on a 1-4-3 ground ball, well connected on in the second, but a good play by Caden Siegel. Siegel, the starter, then plied to left in the 4th. Siegel, 5 solid. Josh Emanuel's a 1-2-3 inning last inning. Now Ian Lawson's first pitch fastball misses up and into Sam Olson, ball 1, 1-0. Ian working the third base side of the rubber, comes back with a good fastball. In there for a strike. There's some pop to it. Important summer for Ian as he attempts with a lot of opportunities for the Beavers next year in their pitching rotation to try to be one of the guys. Kind of used in midweek games and off and on throughout the year. 14 appearances. He misses down and away, 2-1 the count, but there are opportunities aplenty in the Oregon State rotation next season. The 2-1 pitch rolled foul outside of third. 2 balls and 2 strikes the count. 5-0 Knights, top of the 7th inning. Ian Lawson reading Tyler Quinn. And comes back to the plate with a 2-2 pitch. That's tap foul slowly towards Coach Crustangel. It remains 2-2 to Sam Olson. A mini rivalry series battle here. Lawson a Beaver, Olson a Duck from down the road. Ian peering in to Quinn. The 2-2 pitch on the way. Stroke to left and deep. Ethan Lovelace turns and makes the catch. Going back to just shy of the warning track. Nice read by Ethan, getting on the line out, and Owen Cobb, who's grounded to third and bounced into a force play, coming to the plate. Since a leadoff walk issued by Caden Siegel to Connor Corvallis in the 4th, the Pippins do not have a base runner. Ground ball to second, picked up by Xander Darby, and they still don't have one. A ground ball handled by Xander for another 1-2-3 innings for the Knights. 12 straight hitters retired by the combination of Siegel, Emanuels, and Lawson. And we go to the bottom of the 7th. It's still the Knights 5, the Pippins nothing on 1240 Joe Radio.
Does your financial advisor take the time to really listen to you? Is your financial strategy personalized for you and your family? Will your financial advisor be there as your life and financial situation change? Corvallis said we will use the process backed by the advice, tools, and resources to help you reach your goals. And we'll partner to help your strategy stay on track. Contact me today, 541-758-8245. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Show that special dad in your life just how much you care. Shop the Natty Dresser in downtown Albany for all those Father's Day gifts. Great summer shirts, slacks, shorts, and loads of accessories. Ties, belts, shoes, hats, socks, and a plethora of other gift items. Gift wrapping is always complimentary. The Natty Dresser carries something for every guy. Stetson, Pendleton, Filson, and more. The Natty Dresser, purveyors of quality menswear on 2nd and Broad Albin in the heart of historic downtown Albany. Dress well, be confident, find success.
At Thai Express, they've learned that when you treat your taste buds right, great things happen. Come and experience traditional Thai recipes with a sprinkle of New World creativity, like pad Thai, a curry, fried chicken dumplings, or one of their delicious soups, all customized to your taste. Thai Express is in Corvallis on 9th Street, behind Little Caesars. They're open for dine-in or visit their drive-thru. Don't be shy. Give them a Thai. Thai Express, locally and veteran-owned. It's same, but different.
In the 5-0, a new pitcher in for Yakima Valley. Right-hander Daniel Sharon from Pasco competes at Spokane Falls Community College. Daniel making his second appearance against the Corvallis Knights. And pitched Yakima Valley to its first win here in the summer of 2022. I keep saying the summer. We're not officially there yet. We are a long way from it just by how it feels here tonight at the ballpark. But for this season of 2022, Yakima Valley's Daniel Sharon making his third appearance. He had started his previous 2 games. 9 innings pitched, 14 hits, 9 earned, 6 walks, 4 strikeouts. And Sharon, coming into the ball game, actually did not get a win, but pitched well in a recent win for the Yakima Valley Pippins, who have struggled out of the gate in 2022. Starting the night at 3-8. The Knights trying to go to 8-0 on the year meanwhile, and 5-0 against these Pippins. Papay Material Handling keeps you moving one step closer to home. Again this season, Papay Material Handling and the Knights are teaming up in support of Community Outreach, Inc., a local nonprofit dedicated to helping people lead healthy and productive lives. To learn more about the One Step Closer to Home initiative, please visit corvallisnights.com/COI. Kiko Romero has walked, homered, and struck out. Going to work against Daniel Sharon. Taking over on the hill for Gavin Matson, the third pitcher of the night for Yakima Valley. He rocks, kicks, and comes to the plate and misses low to Kiko. Ball 1. The Knights have had some impressive swings tonight, but none more impressive than Kiko's home run to the alley in right center in the third. His first of the season, just the Knights' second 4-bagger of the year. The 1-0 pitch on the way, breaking ball, foul back, and the count even to Kiko. 1 ball and 1 strike. Daniel Sharon and Sam Olson, the battery for second. Connor Corvallis at short. Owen Cobb at third. Breaking ball, big swing and a miss by Kiko. In the count 1-2. In the outfield for the Pippins, Jackson Reed in left, Owen McWilliams in center, Aiden Van Rumpson in right. 1-2 to Kiko Romero. The 1-2 breaking ball just outside, ball 2. 2-2 from Daniel Sharon. Romero, Xander Darby, and Eli Kendall in the bottom of the 7th. Same 2 clubs tomorrow night, 5:05, first pitch. The 2-2 pitch on the way, outside from Sharon, ball 3, 3-2. The Knights have managed to not only get 6 hits, they've also drawn 6 walks. Three balls and 2 strikes the count to Kiko Romero. He swings, gets a good rip at it, fouls it straight back. Kiko doesn't get cheated. Pretty violent swing, a lot of bat speed, and we saw him turn on the pitch and drive it out in the third. And even here, generates a good deal of bat speed. Fouling off that last pitch. 3-2 the count. Sharon delivers. Fastball swung on and missed. Sharon wins the battle. Kiko strikes out for the second time. Xander Darby to the plate. Xander, a bases-loaded walk for an RBI in the first, doubled and scored in the third, popped to short in the fifth. And while Romero's home run was probably the most impressive swing of the night, Darby followed it with a deep drive to straightaway center for his double. He slices one down the left field line in the corner, foul here, down near the entrance of the Jacoby Ellsbury clubhouse. Anytime we get into another season of Knights baseball, we remember this league and summer ball. And that a young man named Jacoby Ellsbury in the summer of 2002, coming out of Madras, was considering signing professionally and beginning a pro career out of high school. After his days as a Madras White Buffalo, the pitch low and in, and the count 1-1. He was a 23rd round pick out of high school. 5-0 Knights here in the bottom of the seventh. The 1-1 pitch to Darby swung on and missed in the count 1-2. Pat Casey, who had recruited Jacoby to Oregon State, Pat had a visit with Ellsbury and just said, hey, you know, you could get your pro career started now, but if you come to Oregon State, you'll be a first-round draft pick after 3 years with us. The 1-2 pitch from Daniel Sharon swung on and missed. Back-to-back strikeouts for Sharon. Darby goes down swinging, and here's Eli Kendall. Kendall is 1 for 3 with 2 RBIs tonight. Kendall, Oregon State bound. Jacoby Ellsbury said, yeah, he would think about it all. He played a summer with the Bend Elks in the summer of 2002. And loved it. Loved the beginning of a feel of a collegiate experience. And that, along with Pat Casey's prophecy that you will be a first-round pick if you come to Oregon State and play college ball. Go from 23 to 1. That motivation that Pat provided, along with his own experience as a member of the Bend Elks in the summer of 2002, Kendall pops one into shallow center field. McWilliams comes in a hurry and can't get there. And McWilliams watches it drop in, and Eli Kendall, feeling hitterish in 2022, has his second 2-hit game in his first 2 games in this ballpark. 2 hits last night, 2 more tonight, a 2-out single. Timo Becerra, the batter. So Jacoby came and played for the Beavers 03, 04, and 05. And his coming was one of the reasons the Beavers got over the hump as a program. Jacoby, a Pac-10 Player of the Year in 2005 and a first-round draft pick of the Boston Red Sox. The first pitch to Timo Becerra, taken for a strike, and the count 0-1. And so the entryway, Jacoby is given back to his alma mater. The entryway and the clubhouse under the TNT Builders party deck, and left the Jacoby Ellsbury clubhouse here at Goss. The strike one breaking ball from Daniel Sharon misses down and away. 1 ball and 1 strike. And ever since, we understood the power of summer ball and what it could mean, the experiences. Jacoby's experience helped him make the decision to play college ball. A throw to first base. Eli Kendall steps back. 5-0 Knights, bottom of the 7th. Becerra is 0 for 3. The Knights 2 in the first, 2 in the third, 1 in the sixth. The 2-out single for Eli Kendall, held on by Shane Simpson. The pitch on the way to Timo with Kendall going is in the turf, and Eli slides in unnecessarily. Didn't need to, but just to be sure of it, slides in with the stolen base. The Knights had 6 stolen bases last night. They get their first of the night, and it's the first in his first attempt for Eli Kendall. And he's in scoring position now for Timo Becerra with a count of 2 balls and a strike and 2 down. 5-0 Corvallis in the bottom of the 7th inning. Daniel Sharon, after striking out the first 2 hitters, allows a base hit to Kendall. Eli now at second after the steal. Becerra takes a fastball under the hands, checking his swing. Up and in, ball 3, 3-1. Ethan Lovelace on deck. Cool, cloudy, and a breezy Saturday night at Goss. Tomorrow's ball game, 5:05. Still not expecting great weather. The 3-1 pitch to Becerra, foul back, and the count goes full to 3-2. An off day Monday, but back here Tuesday, and I think things are going to be all right. Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, a trip to Springfield. Next Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, the first meetings between the Knights and a new entry into the West Coast League in 2022, the Springfield Drifters, next weekend. 3-2 the count to Timo Becerra. Eli Kendall at second with 2 down. The Knights trying to add to their 5-0 lead here in the bottom of the 7th against Spokane Falls Community College right-hander Daniel Sharon. Daniel glances back at Eli, comes 3-2. Fastball line to right field, base hit, and this time Eli Kendall will be held at third. Van Rumpson's throw comes all the way through, and into second base on good base running goes Becerra. Van Rumpson missed the cutoff man. The ball coming all the way to the catcher, Sam Olson, and a nice job by Timo Becerra thus to pick up the extra 90 feet. Van Rumpson thought that he had a chance to get another assist and threw all the way through to the plate. He gunned down Eli Kendall with an excellent throw back in the 3rd inning. This time, Brook Knight puts up the stop sign with the ball getting to Van Rumpson quickly on the base hit to right by Becerra. Timo takes second on the throw through to the plate, and now Ethan Lovelace stands in with a chance to pick up a couple of runs batted in. Ethan is grounded to second, singled to right, and struck out. Over the top comes the right-hander Sharon with a breaking ball taken down and in. Ball 1, 1-0. 5 runs and 8 hits for the Knights. And a chance to really deliver a backbreaker right here in the form of a 2-run single from Lovelace. 1-0 the count to Ethan. Sharon delivers, ground ball sharply to the right of the second baseman, Marenko. He goes and gets it and throws out Lovelace. Good play by Spencer. And the Knights miss an opportunity to add 2 more. No runs, 2 hits, 2 left. At the end of 7, Corvallis 5 and Yakima Valley nothing on 1240 Joe Radio.
I was there in the living room reading a book when I heard a terrible sound. When are you going to start planting those trees and getting the backyard ready for our daughter's wedding? I'll do it, but not today. I know you don't want me to do it, but I'm going to do it anyway. I know the guys at Philomath Rental, they'll show me what to do, and since they're open 7 days a week, I can go out there today. Uh-oh. Darn you, Philomath Rental.
Philomath Rental, next to Landmark Realty, 1.5 miles west of the Sunset Shopping Center. For tools and equipment for home, farm, and business, check out Philomath Rental.
If you feel you're overpaying on your taxes and you're not as profitable as you should be, you're not alone. At Tax and Wealth Management in Corvallis, they can help because that's what they do. They work with individuals and business owners to lower your taxes, increase your profit, and manage your cash flow. They provide bookkeeping and payroll services too. Give them a call at 541-753-4185. That's 753-4185. And get in the game. Tax and Wealth Management in Corvallis, your hometown tax team. And go Beavs.
Do you ever experience headaches? Or how about back pain? Here at Horesco Chiropractic, we truly believe that everybody deserves to live a life without pain. Our doctors will get to the root of your condition and create a custom treatment plan to help you get back to living the best version of your life. Our patients often say how amazed they feel to live a life with less pain after they have experienced how effective chiropractic care is. Start on the journey of improved health by giving us a call today or visiting our website at horesco.com. Horesco Chiropractic in Corvallis. We really can make a world of difference for you.
1240 Joe Radio.
Another pitcher for the Corvallis Knights Matthew Ager takes over. Matthew, a right-hander out of UC Santa Barbara, and Trevor Lornick country, Pleasanton, California, 6'2", 212-pound right-hander. On our pregame conversation a couple of hours back with Eli Kendall, Eli referenced Trevor Lornick and hitting a little bit with Trevor and some of the others during some of the Beavers' off-season workouts, and Eli Kendall getting to hit in the cages here as a local high school player. Ager delivers in the first pitch here in the top of the 8th inning. Roped into right field by a guy who's had the best game for Yakima Valley, Aiden Van Rumsen. A solid single to left, jumping on the first pitch from Matthew Ager. 5-0 Knights, top of the 8th inning. Van Rumsen doubled in the second, has an assist from right field, and has a leadoff single here. He has both of the Yakima Valley Pippins base hits tonight. Matthew Ager, the new pitcher for the Knights, delivers. Fastball foul back by Liam McCallum. $103, 1603, the mnemonic device for that. The year that King James said, "Write me up a Bible." And that began the commissioning of that endeavor in 1603. The strike one pitch, good pick, and a pitch down in the turf, and the throw to first is in time to get Van Rumsen. Tyler Quinn picking it off the turf and back-picking Van Rumsen for the out. One away. Excellent job by Tyler. And Eli Kendall out in right field might be saying, there's my idol, Tyler Quinn. Quinn declaring that Eli Kendall was his. Fastball from Matthew Ager in there for a strike. And the count 1-2. Big Matthew Ager making his Corvallis Knights debut. The pitch is lifted to left field. Ethan Lovelace moving over to his left to make the catch, and there are two down here in the top of the 8th inning. The Knights leading 5-0. Shane Simpson, the batter. And I believe thus it was after the commissioning in 1603 was done by 1611. Trying to see if, and it a pretty significant event in the history of literature and English literature specifically. No matter what anyone may think of what's contained in it, that's certainly all a matter of diverse opinion, but a landmark event in the history of English literature to be sure. Shane Simpson takes low and inside, ball 1, 1-0, 1603. Bringing it to mind here tonight at Goss Stadium at Coleman Field. The attendance this evening with the Knights leading 5-0. Simpson takes a strike, 1-1 to Shane, who struck out twice. Matthew Ager rocks, kicks, good breaking ball, drops in for a strike, and the count 1-2. Ager taking over pitching chores. The 1-2 pitch fouled at the plate. It remains 1-2. Matthew made 24 appearances for Andrew Checketts this past spring for the Gauchos. 38 innings, 42 strikeouts, a record of 2-0, an earned run average of 3.55, and a college baseball freshman All-American. So another good arm for the outstanding coach and developer of pitchers, former Beaver Andrew Checketts. Ager misses in the count 2-2. 2 down, nobody on, 5-0 Knights in the 8th. The 2-2 fastball just inside, ball 3, 3-2. Spencer Marenko on deck. The Knights have used Caden Siegel, Josh Emanuels, Ian Lawson, and now Ager, whose 3-2 pitch is lined into center field. Base hit. Logan Johnstone plays it on a hop. 2 hits in the inning for Yakima Valley, but Aiden Van Rumsen, who got the first one, was back-picked for the first out of the inning. And now a 2-out single for Simpson, bringing Spencer Marenko to the plate. And Matthew Ager, indeed, an outstanding freshman campaign for the Gauchos. The right-hander set, delivers and misses away. Ball 1 to Spencer, who's flied to center and grounded to short. 5 runs, 8 hits for the Knights. Yakima Valley, no runs and 3 hits. Simpson held on at first by Kiko Romero. Fastball fouled straight back, and the count 1-1. Oregon State Credit Union, one of the presenting sponsors of Knights baseball. You can join online at OregonStateCU.com or at one of their 12 branches. Oregon State Credit Union invests in all of our communities and are dedicated to creating financial solutions toward making local lives better. Oregon State Credit Union, serving 24 western and central Oregon counties. 1 ball and 1 strike to Spencer Marenko. With 2 down, a man aboard in the top of the 8th inning. 5-0 Knights. 4 outs away from going to 8-0 on the year. Good breaking ball from Egger. A little flinch by our home plate arbiter. He did not call it a strike, and the count goes to 2-1. Siegel, Emanuels, Lawson, and now Egger have shut out the Pippins through 7 1/3. Good fastball in there for a strike, and Egger now a strike away from making it 8 scoreless. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. And so far, and it's early, we understand that, but the Knights have the look again of so many of these clubs. They've never missed the playoffs. The 2-2 pitch is lofted foul into Urchin Alley. Down to our right, it remains 2 balls and 2 strikes. And have won the last 5 league championships. We were talking last year when they brought home the 5th straight, shades of the Yankees. The old professor won 5 straight, 49 through 53. The 2-2 pitch, chased and missed, strike 3 on the breaking ball to retire the side. Good pitch. Marenko goes down, and in spite of giving up 2 hits in the inning, Matthew Egger puts up a 0, as all of the Knights hurlers have this evening. We go to the bottom of the 8th. The Knights 5 and Yakima Valley nothing on 1240 Joe Radio.
Now's the time to get a great deal on proven Kubota farming equipment. Tractors that are adaptable and versatile, hay tools that are backed by a 2-year warranty, and durable sidekick utility vehicles and SSV skid steers. The Kubota agriculture lineup is built right, built ready. Right now, bring home select Kubota equipment for 0 down, 0% APR for up to 60 months. Now through June 30th, visit KubotaUSA.com for full details.
Your local Kubota dealer is Lynn Benton Tractor on Highway 99E in Tangent.
When you think of Albans, you think plumbing. And when you think of plumbing, you think water. Hi, this is Katie Albin. Some plumbing projects don't have anything to do with water. At Albans Plumbing, we also work with natural gas and propane lines. So if you need a gas line for home heating, cooking, or for a gas water heater, give us a call.
At Albans Plumbing, plumbing's all we do. Call 754-8282. Albans Plumbing.
It's time for the pitchers to throw strikes and for the batters to deliver those clutch hits. It's time for Corvallis Knights baseball. Each year, the Knights look at this time as an opportunity to win another West Coast League championship. Just like a new season is an opportunity, so is getting recertified in first aid and CPR. It's an opportunity to practice your skills so you can be ready to help in an emergency. If it's that time for you, contact CPR Works at 541-760-7632 to schedule your next class. And go Knights.
1240 Joe Radio.
Bottom of the 8th inning at Goss Stadium at Coleman Field. The Knights in front by a score of 5-0. Tremendous pitching tonight for Corvallis. Caden Siegel, Josh Emanuels, Ian Lawson, and Matthew Egger have combined to 3 hit the Yakima Valley Pippins. And now the Knights offensively will look to get a little more support for the top of the 9th when perhaps Egger, maybe another arm, will be asked to try to bring the shutout home. First pitch breaking ball to Devon Dixon, leading things off for the Knights in the bottom of the 8th, is in there for a strike. 0-1 the count. The strike one pitch missing from Daniel Sharon. Dixon has popped to second, walked twice, and scored a run. 1 ball and 1 strike Tyler Quinn on deck. Sharon back to the plate. 1-1 fastball drilled toward the gap into left center field. Giving chase is McWilliams. Plays it on a couple of hops. Dixon on his way to second. Ahead for a slide. And Devon is in with a leadoff double. Nice swing by Devon Dixon. McWilliams able to get over and cut it off before the ball got all the way to the alley. But out of the box, Dixon was thinking to, and he gets to. And Tyler Quinn, who has been up 3 times and is yet to be charged with an at-bat, except in the first. Pardon me, I take that back. I still have it written down as a hit batsman. He was hit by a pitch on a 3-2 count, took his base. Coach Crustangel for Yakima Valley argued that Tyler Quinn had stuck his arm intentionally in front of the pitch, and that argument won the day, and Tyler took a strikeout in that at-bat. Has since been hit by a pitch legitimately and walked. He comes to the plate now with a chance for an RBI here. A leadoff double for Dixon, and at least Tyler wants to move Devon up 90 feet. Sharon to the plate. The first pitch is a wild one, getting away from Sam Olson over to the Knights on deck area. And into third base goes Dixon, giving Tyler Quinn an excellent chance at the RBI here. 1 ball and no strikes. Tyler Quinn looking for his 3rd RBI of the summer. Off to a good start. 6 for 15, hitting an even 400 as he stands in. The Pippins bring their infield halfway on this cool Saturday night in Corvallis. 5-0 Knights, bottom of the 8th inning. Runner at third, nobody out. Top of the order, Logan Johnstone next. Out of the stretch works Sharon. Daniel kicks and comes to the plate, and a one-hopper speared by Sam Olson. The count goes to 2 balls and no strikes. 5:05 tomorrow for the series finale. The homestand continues with Walla Walla coming in on Tuesday. 2 balls and no strikes to Tyler Quinn. Devon Dixon at third, nobody out. Sharon from the stretch delivers, pounded foul at the plate. And the count to Tyler, 2 balls and 1 strike. Tyler Quinn, I'm looking forward to getting to know him a little bit better. I had the chance to say hello to him, introduce myself this evening down in the dugout after the conversation with Eli Kendall. But he sounds like an interesting young man just in terms of filling out the questionnaire proffered him, I guess, by the folks at the university or at Pacific University in Forest Grove. He takes up and in ball 3, 3-1. Tyler was asked if he had 3 wishes, what would his wishes be? One was he'd like to know the day he was going to die. He would like all food in the world to be free. And he'd like to know the initials of his future wife. He takes a strike. And the count goes full to 3-2. That's not your usual list of wishes when you hear that parlor-type game played. 3 wishes. Want to know the day I died, like all food in the world to be free, and the initials of my future wife was his answer. Interesting. Interesting young man, Tyler Quinn. Hit by the 3-2 pitch. Again, kind of leaning into it. There's something, too, and that's something else I look forward. He's hurting a little bit on that one for the first time. He's been hit 3 times tonight. So I don't know if that's part of his game. I look forward to having him take a little more time to elucidate the last one of those wishes. The first one, Robert Heinlein, the fine science fiction writer, wrote a story called Lifeline, I believe was the title of it, positing somebody who came up with an invention that could predict the day of a person's death. It's a pretty interesting tale. Rod Serling almost adapted it for a Twilight Zone. But the third one, the initials of his future wife, that's interesting. Tyler's been hit 3 times tonight. The first pitch now with runners at the corners for Logan Johnstone, taken for a strike in the count 0-1. First and third, 2 down, bottom of the 8th, 5-0 Knights. looking to really bust it wide open. They're in good shape for their 8th straight win, but another run or two would never hurt. A throw to first. Tyler dives back. But Tyler certainly doesn't appear to be afraid of contact. Hit 3 times, one of them called back, and has also walked. So an interesting night at the plate, to be sure, for Tyler Quinn. The strike one pitch on the way is a ground ball to second. Marenko feeds Corvallis for 1 on to first for the double play. On the play, Devon Dixon comes down the line to score on the 4-6-3 double play ball at the bat of Logan Johnstone. No run batted in for Logan, who had one in his last at-bat. 2 down, nobody on. The Knights leading 6-0. And we'll see a pinch hitter now for Mason Lee. Titus Dumitru. Dumitru will be the pinch hitter here in the bottom of the 8th inning. The Knights leading 6-0. 3 outs away from taking game 2 of the series. Dumitru stepping in for the Knights. Titus started last night. He's hitting .217 through 6 games. Has 5 runs batted in. Spencer Scott leads the club in that category with 9. Spencer not playing in tonight's ball game. Now, I'm not sure what the home plate umpire is up to here now. We have a pinch hitter by the name of Titus Dumitru. And the home plate umpire is coming over to inquire of Brooke Knight. And I'm not sure if there's something amiss in the lineup card that Brooke issued, whether there's a number that doesn't correspond here. Dumitru is listed as number 15, Dumitru out of LB. So I'm not sure what bit of clarification our home plate umpire needed. But he's evidently satisfied, and Titus Dumitru will hit. Ed Nags also came down the line from the first base coaching box. Dumitru out of Sam Barlow High School. And he gets a chance to pinch hit here. With 2 down, nobody on in the bottom of the 8th. Sharon over the top with a breaking ball that misses. Ball 1, 1-0. Six nothing Knights in the bottom of the 8th inning. The 1-0 pitch from Sharon is outside for ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes. Dumitru playing for LB this past spring and part of the NWAC Championship Club for Coach Peterson. He swings and sprays one foul to the right and beyond the Omaha room, well out of play. 2-1 the count. Titus going to Barlow High School and is apparently even in a long remove from the Southland, an LA Dodger fan. 2 balls and a strike. Very deliberate approach by Sharon. His whole plate appearance and at-bat with the confusion by the home plate umpire about the entrance of Titus into the ballgame. Taking a little while, and now Sharon ready. Comes back to the plate. Big curveball in there for a strike, and the count 2-2. 2 outs, nobody on, a run in for the Knights in the 8th. They lead it 6-0. Sharon rocks, kicks, and comes to Dumitru, who takes the breaking ball in the turf. Ball 3, 3-2. It has been a mostly cloudy and cool evening. At one point, the drizzle began, and a nice job by Blake and Derek to bring out a canopy that really has, in the long run, not been necessary, but you never can tell, right? The pitch on the way, with apologies to Chuck Berry. Swung on and missed, strike 3 by the pinch hitter Dimitri, well covered by Emmylou Harris. You never can tell, and we certainly took the better part by getting the canopy up, and we had a little drizzle here and there, but the equipment, that's the main thing, has been protected. The Knights pick up a run. They're 3 outs away from a shutout, 3 outs away from their 8th straight win to open the season. At the end of 8, the Knights 6 and Yakima Valley nothing on 1240 Joe Radio.
Are you a veteran living in Lynn County? You qualify for benefits that you earned. Home loans, disability compensation, health care, transportation, and more. You've earned them. Use them. Call 541-967-3882 and let Lynn County's Veteran Services help you. Do you know a veteran living in Lynn County? Help them call 541-967-3882. Lynn County Veteran Services can help them take advantage of benefits they earned. Lynn County Veteran Services, serving our local veterans.
I just got home from a fishing trip to find that we had a new patio with pavers and everything. I told my wife I didn't want to do it. So she went ahead, put the plans together, and went to Philomath Rental, where she got all the tools she needed, and they showed her how to use the equipment. The patio looks great. Now she's planning more projects. Thank you, Philomath Rental.
Philomath Rental, next to Landmark Realty, 1.5 miles west of the Sunset Shopping Center. For tools and equipment for home, farm, and business, check out Philomath Rental.
If you feel you're overpaying on your taxes and you're not as profitable as you should be, you're not alone. At Tax and Wealth Management in Corvallis, they can help because that's what they do. They work with individuals and business owners to lower your taxes, increase your profit, and manage your cash flow. They provide bookkeeping and payroll services too. Give them a call at 541-753-4185. That's 753-4185. And get in the game. Tax and Wealth Management in Corvallis, your hometown tax team. And go Beavs.
1240 Joe Radio.
Well, I had asked Ryan Brown before the game. I said, Ryan, are you hot tonight? He said, I think so. Well, he is, and he's in to try to bring home the last 3 outs of this Corvallis Knights West Coast League game. The Knights leading Yakima Valley 5-0. Ryan Brown makes his Knights debut. The pride of South Salem High School and an all Pac-12 pitcher this past spring for the Beavers. 9 saves, delivers a fastball swung on and missed by Owen McWilliam. 1-0 the count. Brown with 9 saves, and there was a stretch where he was just utterly dominant coming out of the pen. The strike one pitch, a chopper foul back of third. 0-2 the count. And how much he'll work this summer, we'll see, but he was eager. The Beaver season ending this past Monday in the winner-take-all game in the Super Regional against Auburn. Ryan pitched well in that, and the season ended, and he said he was ready to go. And here he is on a Saturday night back at Goss pitching for the Knights. Fastball stroke to right, base hit on an 0-2 pitch. Ryan Brown gives up a leadoff single to Owen McWilliam here in the top of the 9th inning. McWilliam had been 0 for 3 up to that point. And the Pippins trying to get something going in these last couple of innings. They had been 1 hit through 7, picked up 2 hits last inning. It has flied to center, walked, and grounded to second. 6-0 Knights, top of the 9th inning. Ryan out of the stretch, and the right-hander delivers. The fastball goes off the mitt of the catcher, Tyler Quinn, and inexplicably holding at first base, Owen McWilliam. That ball was a long way removed from the leather of Tyler Quinn. McWilliam got a bad read and stays at first. The double play still in order now for Ryan Brown and the Knights in the top of the 9th with a 6-0 lead. Ryan from the stretch comes to the plate, pumps a fastball in there for a strike. 1-1 the count. Jackson Reed on deck for Yakima Valley. Brown is eschewing the draft coming out of high school. The New York Yankees tabbed him in the 26th out of South Salem. But he decided to come and try to better his spot, and it appears he's on his way to do so. He delivers a pitch that hits Connor Corvallis, and then on a tough night physically for Tyler Quinn, Quinn got a piece of that one after the ball had first hit the hitter Corvallis. And Quinn, with his right hand, hit by the deflected baseball, is going to stay in the game. But on this cool night, that can't feel good at all. And Tyler has been at the plate 4 times tonight and been hit on 3 of them, and now hit off the deflection. He's going out to talk to Ryan Brown in the first time that these two have worked together. And Ryan has allowed a single, hit a batter, and it's the first legitimate threat of the evening for Yakima Valley. It comes in the top of the 9th inning. 2 on and nobody out. The Knights leading 6-0. Jackson Reed has flied to right, popped to second, and struck out. And the ball game just kind of moving along very slowly here late for different reasons. The home plate umpire marking down the fact that Tyler Quinn went out to make a visit. Now Ryan Brown, hoping to follow the lead of his predecessors in this one, fill up the zone, get some outs, and call it a night. Fastball inside, ball 1, 1-0. Ryan had the unnerving experience a few weeks ago down in Scottsdale, as did many of his other teammates, trying to slam the door on UCLA in the Pac-12 tournament in the bottom of the 9th inning. They weren't able to. The 1-0 fastball down, ball 2, 2-0. A shuddering sort of experience that none of us will ever forget. To the Beavers' great credit, they recovered that same day and beat UCLA to advance to the championship game against Stanford after blowing the 21-12 lead in the bottom of the 9th. 2-0 pitch, a ground ball wide of first. Romero goes to second for 1, on to first, not in time. And outs are the key right now, and Romero does a nice job to get the ball to Devon Dixon, covering at second on the fielder's choice, 3-6. Sam Olson, the batter, on the play. Owen McWilliam into third. Jackson Reed at first. 6-0 Knights in the top of the 9th inning. Yakima Valley with a chance to spoil the shutout with another mini rivalry series game here. Ian Lawson managed to get Olson to fly out deep to left in the 7th. Now Ryan Brown works on Olson, and a new baseball put in play for Ryan Brown to work with here in the top of the 9th inning. 6-0 Corvallis. Runners at the corners and 1 out for Olson. Owen Cobb, the on-deck hitter. Yakima Valley trying to break through. They've shown some life offensively in the late innings. 2 hits last inning, and have runners at the corners here now in the 9th trying to spoil the shutout. First pitch breaking ball from Ryan is in there for a strike. 0-1 the count. The Knights 2 runs in the first, 2 in the third. What the heck is going on here? And I have no idea. What did the first pitch breaking ball was a strike. The home plate umpire turned and said something up to the press box. And now he's talking to Coach Crustangel. This is bizarre to me, whatever. It's been a bizarre inning, to be honest with you, the whole thing. And after something was communicated to the press box, and I'm not in it, I'm adjacent to it, sitting under the canopy on this cool, cloudy night. And the umpire turned and yelled something up to the press box to communicate something to Brooks Hatch and the others working in the box about the count still shows 0-1. And finally we play on for the next pitch after all of whatever that was about. Brown delivers a blooper to shallow center field. It'll drop for a base hit. Coming in to score is Owen McWilliam, but they get a force out at second on the little pop fly for out number 2. So a fielder's choice RBI, Sam Olson aboard on the fielder's choice 8-4 in this bizarre inning. Owen McWilliam does come in to score. Now the Knights 6 and Yakima Valley 1, 2 down, an RBI for Olson. Owen Cobb, the batter, with a runner at first, 2 down, 6-1 Knights as the Pippins, in an odd inning, get a run And now Ryan Brown looking for the final out. Comes to the plate, fastball pop, foul off third. Timo Becerra on the move, comes as far as he can. It lands, does the baseball into the lower grandstand. Coming at an angle back toward the field down the third base line. No balls and a strike. 0-1 to Owen Cobb. 6-1 Knights in the top of the ninth inning. Ryan Brown trying to bring it home here. Out of the stretch works Ryan, following Siegel, Emanuels, Lawson, and Ager, who all pitched extremely well. Brown's fastball tapped slowly to third, picked up by Becerra. Off-balance throw in the turf, dug out by Kiko Romero, and the ball game is over. Good play by both corner infielders, and the Knights have won their 8th straight. They defeat the Yakima Valley Pippins by a score of 6-1. Yakima Valley getting a run in the top of the ninth inning. The Knights are 8-0 and will look for a sweep of Yakima Valley in the first 2 weeks of the season. They won 3 against them in Yakima and will seek the second straight sweep of the Pippins tomorrow at 5:05. The Knights 6 runs, 9 hits, and no errors. Yakima Valley 1 run, 4 hits, and no errors. The Knights getting 2 runs in the first inning. A bases loaded walk to Xander Darby and an RBI ground out for Eli Kendall. The Knights came back for a run in the 2 runs in the third inning. A home run for Kiko Romero, a double for Xander Darby, and a double for Eli Kendall. The Knights picked up a run in the 7th, an RBI single for Logan Johnstone, and picked up another run in the bottom of the 8th inning. A leadoff double for Devon Dixon, and ended up scoring on a double play ball off the bat of Logan Johnstone. Yakima Valley's lone run coming in the 9th. So the Knights get the job done. They're 8-0 on the year, winning this one 6-1. Our Washington Park Advisors player of the game, Caden Siegel, for his 5 brilliant innings of work. Siegel allowed just 1 hit and 2 base runners in his 5 scoreless innings. That's going to do it for us here tonight. We appreciate you joining us. A crowd of 1,603 on another chilly late spring evening in the Mid-Valley came out and watched the Knights take control early and go on to win their 8th straight. The Knights will seek to improve to 9-0 tomorrow. We hope you'll join us. The first pitch scheduled for 5:05. We'll have a conversation on our Knights pregame show about 10 minutes before that. That's going to do it for all of us tonight. For Blake, for John Warren, for Garrett back in studio, for Caleb Rice, who helped get us rolling here this evening. Want to thank all of you for joining us. This is Mike Parker from Goss Stadium at Coleman Field, where the Knights keep it rolling and knock off Yakima Valley 6-1. See you tomorrow on 1240.